So, as we had left it off last week, the party had ventured further into Greenfold village. You came across several buildings. You came across some artifacts of some kind. One including a black orb that, when smashed, it attracted the local zombies to the area that you were in. Except for when you were around the entrance to the church itself, when Raphael smashed an orb around there, they did the undead did not come. He suspected that there was something about this particular area of the church that kept it clear from undead, and as such, it would be a safe area to smash these orbs. They seem to be having an effect on the barrier that surrounded where the church is supposed to be. A great black orb that prevents all physical travel and you can't see into it. A battle plan was put forth where you would attack the cemetery, which was where the bulk of their forces would be, in the hope that you would find more of these black orbs in one fell swoop in order to get to inside the church and get to Desdemona as quickly as possible. Meanwhile, Otti, about an hour after you promised that you would look after the cart whilst the rest of them went off on the journey, you got really fucking bored. So you had a quick word with the other coach drivers, and they said that they would look after it, and you headed off after them after getting directions from the soldiers that were left behind by Raphael. So you ventured onwards. You ran into a couple of walls. You swiftly defeated them without any issue. Until eventually you came across the outskirts of Greenfold village. You had a quick chat with the mayor. He said that a group had already gone in, and then there was sounds of fighting. He didn't fancy their odds. Not fearing any danger, you ventured in after them and found quite literally a trail of bodies to follow. You went all across the village, following the bodies until eventually you see them going into the cemetery. You headed off after them, but were rounded off by a horde, so you went around the other way. And once you crossed over onto the threshold, the area that was daytime now suddenly becomes like a ethereal, misty kind of night time, where you can currently see your friends in combat with the undead. So you are approaching from this area over here.
Yeah.
So, can I get initiative from Otti, please?
Yeah.
I will be taking over for Loic until I can get a word from him. Okay, so I know that Arrabella definitely has the higher dex out of you and Otti.
Whatever do you mean? Otti's well dexterous.
Yeah, come on.
He does yoga.
So, let's put this one right here. All right, Arrabella, you're up.
Let's do this. So, I am going to go to by there. I don't know if I have enough movement to go by there. I think I do. Yeah, I do. It's fine. And I'm going to bow that guy.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Sets the mood of the game. What's it going to be? Boom!
That's it. 21. That's a hit. All damage.
Blackjack.
4 points of damage.
And I'll use my second attack on him then.
Okay.
I'd like to remind everyone that if you're in the golden
radiant
circle,
damage.
you get your 1d4 radiant damage.
Oh yeah, I'll add another there we go, so it's another 3 points of radiant damage to him. Right, roll second attack. That one is a miss, unfortunately. So you run up to him, this creature standing in front of this crypt. You go, the first one hits it just around the side of the face, carving a bit of flesh off, and you can see now the teeth on the inside of his skin as the radiant energy burns him. He sees the second arrow coming, and he just moves his head to the side, and it clangs into the crypt behind him. Just needs to roll two d20s. The one that hit him, unfortunately, broke on impact, but the second one is embedded in the actual crypt itself and can be retrieved for later.
Cool.
Okay, that's
little
your
side
turn.
thing. I had a look at the feed though, and it says live in targets. So I'm not sure if I still get my super cool thing that I get when I hit 10 people in a row. Because I'm not sure if these are classed as live in.
It was ruled in a way that they like you couldn't just fire constantly at objects like apples over and over and
You could just
okay.
cover the body and go boom,
So,
boom, boom, boom.
I would say these are living enemies in the fact that they're consciously fighting against you. There is energy to draw upon from killing them, essentially, for the fiend bow.
And do I still hold on to my super cool thing when I get 10 kills in a row? Although I missed one.
It lasts for a minute, I believe.
Okay.
Let me just check. Let me just check the specifications I put in for the fiend bow, actually.
Yeah,
So
you've got more detailed ones than me.
Your fire resistance lasts for 1 minute. When you hit all 10, it just stays erupting, it's constantly mass vibrating, and you can choose to hold. There is no time limit on it. Basically, you need to be using it. I say you need to use it within the next 24 hours, and after you've done it, you'll need to wait another 24 hours before you can do that feature again.
Cool.
And your girl on fire routine, where your hair turns on fire, that is inert during that time, as literally the bow is basically spent.
That's cool.
Okay, so anyway, that is your turn. Otti, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna go there. So how tall is this
There is a
wall?
moment.
A zombie had to do a dex. Was it dex? No, athletics check to get over it. But I think that's because it's a zombie and it's pretty stupid. So I think it's probably like.
I can
Go
do
pretty
it.
far.
Well, yeah, but I'm assuming you're looking to shoot over it.
It
So.
looks like
No,
there's a
I'm
gap
getting
with
over
it.
it.
Fine,
I
then.
want to climb over it.
Jump over them.
I'm trying to jump over it.
There's a gap and you go,
Then.
yeah.
Is that not a gap?
Yeah, otherwise I've got to walk all the way around it. And there's a gap here, but no, I want to jump over the wall.
There's literally one right in front of you that I can see
There's
anyway.
a gap next to you. Just go through that. No, I
Oh,
won't
yeah.
jump.
I was zoomed out so I could see everyone.
Sorry about that, guys. Okay, Otti, what are you up to?
Is this a hole in the wall?
That is essentially a fence. You can easily jump over it. Just give me a quick acrobatics check.
Acrobat.
Crit 1, welcome back, Otti.
Okay, so you're thinking, oh yeah, this is no problem at all. You come up to it, and you end up stumbling over the thing, kind of like an old man trying to get in over a fence. He's like, oh. You lose 10 feet of movement doing that, but you are able to get over the fence easy. Fair enough.
Fine. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 20 foot. I'm not going to be able to see this one because there's a thing in the way.
Well, you should be able to see it
there's
on
a
your
hut
thing
thing.
anyway, but Rennas can see it, can't he?
I can see
No,
it.
my dynamic lighting isn't on at all.
Yeah,
I can see.
Otti could just see the
I
whole
can
map.
see- yeah.
Oh yeah, no, because I didn't put a gap in
Yeah.
there. There is a dynamic lighting here because that's a wide enough area. So
I can see the little not really square.
Yeah, I can see
gap here.
it's blacked out there, but yeah, we can see everything else.
yeah, no, that is the dynamic area. The rest of it is you have clear vision. There's nothing blocking your vision except for the huge crypt.
Okay, I'm going to use
anyway.
I'm going to move again. I'm going to use my action to move more.
Okay, so your dash.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. I'm going to move here. And that'll be me
Okay.
done.
All right then, Verity, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna move over here. A little bit forward. And like, this is like a whole fence thing going around here, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to be taking cover with the fence and just shooting a fireball at this guy now.
Okay, whilst you're behind the fence, you have quarter cover.
Okay. I'm just going to firebolt that dude.
Okay.
Woo.
The zombie, right?
Yeah, the one in combat with Rennas.
Yeah, the zombie. Okay, that's a hit on the zombie. 10 points of fire damage. Nice.
Where's Shaky the Head?
No, Jurassic Park and Juno get stuck in my head.
Oh, sorry.
What could possibly
Verity,
go wrong?
you dash off over to the side, and as you do, you create fire in your hand, and basically you slide on the floor, hurling the ball that hits the zombie in the back of the head. Its hair goes on fire and just sears away its flesh, and now it's basically just its head is just like a charred corpse. As you quickly duck down as best as you can behind the fence.
Verity, that looks
okay.
fucking awesome.
That looks cool, but I don't want my hair to burn off, so...
Bellatrix, you're up.
I am going to hit the same one that Verity just hit.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Hit the cops,
Okay.
hit the cops, hit the cops, and knock the cops over. Sorry.
I'm not
that
going to
is-
hit the cops.
So you move forward and you end up stepping on some of the brains on the floor from one of the nearby dead zombies, and you fall prone.
Growth. I would like to get back up.
Yep.
Look embarrassed. I'm trying.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a hit.
fuck's sake.
Well, the only thing that would make you miss a zombie, and you got it. I don't believe it.
Team Numpty for the
13
win.
points of
Your
damage.
team numpty for sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So
It's a D4.
the D.
Oh,
Do you want to add? Are you adding D4 to it?
Yes.
Okay.
Loop.
And with that, as you embed your glaive into the zombie, it bursts into ash from the radiant damage and falls down to the ground.
Okay, and because this guy is in my reach, I'm going to use my bonus action to hit him with the back of my glaive.
Okay. That's a hit. Roll damage.
Yay! It's a d4.
That's a lot of damage.
Probably not that much. Does the d4 get added to that?
Yeah, it's every attack.
There we go then.
Alright, so 6 and 2 damage. So 8 points of damage again. So you whack him across the head, sort of splitting where his forehead is, and you can now see some bluish, blackish blood just sort of oozing down his face at the moment.
Ew.
Blah, blah.
This guy's gross.
Okay. Oh, and I need to. Okay then. It's going to be Lorabeth's turn.
Come on, Lorabeth, you can do something
So-
useful.
She is content that you guys back there have got that white, so she's going to move forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And she's going to engage those two whites up there with Raphael. See. So, tongue sticker. 2 attacks.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice. The first one misses, but the second one definitely hits. It is normally 2d6 plus 3, and so 3d6 plus 3. So that is. Let me just check his resistances. Good, so that's not so that's fine. So, okay, right. No, that's a fair amount of damage against that creature as it screams out in agony. Okay. Right, so that is Lorabeth's turn. Korgrin, you're up.
I'd like to take a whack. First, I need to move. Can I move that way to there?
Yeah?
Righty, so 1, 2, 3, going around the white. And we'll take a swing.
Swing.
That is just a miss, unfortunately. It sees you coming and deflects your attack with its own longsword.
That's alright. Bonus action, I'd like to take another swing using my War Priest feature.
Okay.
Fuck me.
Did you want to add the +10 to that?
Oh, it's not worth it. It's fine.
Okay, that is a miss then. So yeah, you just you wail around away at it, but its intention is on you. It's just deflecting each of your blows. Twing, twing. Ah! Okay.
It's fine. I'm just gonna go serve my food up as well, so BRB.
No worries.
There is a new beastie that I've only just noticed on an
Yeah,
issue.
I noticed him. I'm assuming it's the one in the crypt that we don't know about yet.
We don't know about that.
Just mini panic going on there, like,
It was there last session. I saw it and was like, oh, fuck. No.
So, Raphael's turn, so he will attack twice. The creature in front of him. Jesus Christ, they both miss. So yeah, they're basically just in sword play at the moment. Ting, 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 ting. As the White and Raphael are squaring off of each other. Oh my goodness. What did I roll? I rolled a 3 and a 4. My goodness.
Oof.
Alright. Need to make a secret roll. And with that, the doors by this crypt are burst open. The 4 people there are blasted 10 feet backwards. I now need to... Where is it? As you now look inside the crypt, there appears to be a gigantic skeleton with huge horns over its head. Anybody proficient in it, you can make a religion check.
I imagine Corgi would be.
You'd like to think, wouldn't you?
I would say Korgrin would probably innately know this. He shouts out to you, he says, Jesus Christ! That's a Minotaur skeleton!
Ooh, that's cool.
I want his skull.
So do I. Let's get it.
Let's have a look. See. So he's got 40 feet of movement.
Oh, that's.
He's gonna look around, immediately see Otti, and go straight for her. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
She's just going back to us. Don't take her away.
Alright, so instead of using its great axe, which it's carrying, it's going to try and gore you, Otti. So it has a +6 to this. Like that is a miss. You see it coming, and you bring up Trevor, and you take the blow. You're like you skid a few feet backwards as you basically hold it there and push it backwards. Did not like that at all. That's all it can do for this turn, though. Rennas, you're up.
Okie doke. Now, do I fancy my chances?
No.
No is probably the correct answer. Yeah, I'm going to disengage and run to down here.
Yep.
And I'm going to take a shot at the Minotaur.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would have been a shot at the
I
thing
heard
I
the
just ran
word
away from, but...
Minotaur and didn't like it immediately.
Well, you're the one that told us it was a Minotaur, so that was cool.
Yeah, I told them that Korgrin would innately know that's a fucking Minotaur skeleton.
Oh, well, shit.
As clerics are reasonably knowledgeable in undead, so
Yeah, one would hope.
that's a hit. So 5 plus 4 damage plus 2 radiant.
I mean, that's just fucking shite.
So 11 points of damage. So you release the arrow, and it funks right in the back of one of its skull. The arrow itself goes straight through out the socket and then to the other side. It doesn't look like it had much of an effect on it. I mean, it's definitely got a hole in the head now, but it doesn't look happy. If it could look happy. All right, so it's Loic's turn. I'll take his turn for him. So I will say the line warlock. I use Eldritch Blast.
Fair.
38. Right, so 1, 2. Use that twice. They hit both. So yeah, he's aiming for this guy here. So.
Where is Loic?
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, there.
So 11 points of force damage against this guy, and he's blasted 5, 10, 15, 20. So yeah, he's blasted.
Loic, I've literally just run away from him, you bellend.
Sorry, my friend. Don't know if I do a
Coming
very
back.
good Clayton voice.
Just to double check, was that damage right? Is it 2d10s or is it just the 1d10?
It's
Once he levels up and becomes level 5, doesn't it become 2d10?
yeah, but this is what he's got on his sheet. Is it supposed to be 2d10 then?
I will double check. I'll just get my PHP.
Oh, yeah, I've got my PHP on check as well. God damn it, I'm not a warlock.
Monk. Far. Wizard.
Warlock.
Oh, it'd been fucking spells, wouldn't it? Of course it would. Other than Warlock.
Keep on talking.
Growth,
I could see you talking. I was like, what?
Yeah.
You're doing this?
Picture with the dog with the teeth that's just like Eldritch Blast.
Oh!
And it's got his teeth out.
5th level, 2. No, at 5th level you get to fire 2 beams.
My bad.
Piercing the damage. So that's right on that.
That's my bad then.
You're gonna make me go red now with embarrassment. Stop.
So yeah, that was 11 points of force damage. Alright, so yeah, okay, that's his turn. He's going to move a little bit more forward over here. Yeah. Okay. It's the white's turn. The whites. So, right, there'll be.
I shall remember this, Loic.
Alright, 2 attacks on Lorabeth and Raphael, both at plus 4. So that's on Raphael. 2 misses. On Lorabeth. 2 misses. This guy is going to take 2 shots at Rennas. Plus 4 on this as well.
Oh. Clayton fell asleep.
Hit. What's your AC?
13, I think.
So that's
maybe.
a miss on the second. That's a miss on the second one then.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah, so it's going to be 1d8 plus 2 damage on you. Oh, I have advantage against you on anyway. So the first one definitely hit.
Oh, yeah.
So. Don't know why I rolled 2 d8s there. We'll go with the first one. So it's 10 points of damage against you on the first
I
one.
only see 1d8.
I see loads of d8s.
I only see one. One came through that's 5.
D20,
I've got-
D20, 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 D8.
Oh yeah. No, my bad. Okay, so yeah. Right. So for the first attack, it's 7 points of damage, and then
I'll
second
take the
attack
7.
has advantage. That is a hit on the second one for 9 points of damage.
And I will half that one to 4
Okay.
with uncanny dodge.
So that's
And I will
11 points
again
of
shout at
damage
Loic for blowing the guy that I just fucking ran away from right next to me.
total. It was this guy that fired at you. This guy is.
well, this guy's going to kill me then. Bye, guys.
No, he's more interested in killing Korgrin at the moment because he's a lighty guy. All right, 2 attacks on you, plus 4. So miss on the first one, miss on the second one. Twing against your heavy armor, just can't make much of a dent. Okay, that is all there go. There are no zombies left, so we're going to go straight to the top of the round, which is Arrabella.
Okay, I am going to keep with my white, I think. Definitely. Yeah, I'm not on you anymore. And I will fiend bow him shockingly.
Okay. That's the one up here, right?
Yeah, he's mine.
Yep, that's a hit. Roll damage. 10 points of damage, and... Nice, 12.
Assuming he's still standing.
Better than
Fish
he ever
needs
did.
another 15 minutes. Yeah, I'll put it in quite late.
I'll just assume he's still
So
standing.
yeah, second attack. Hit.
And my D4.
No.
4.
I really hope he goes down soon.
Nice.
Okay. So as you unleash 2 arrows into him, both burning with radiance, you can tell that the radiance is doing more damage than the actual arrow itself.
That's
Okay.
fair.
Did you want to move anywhere?
I will go over here.
All right then. Otti, you are currently holding back a Minotaur skeleton that's just tried to gorge you with its horns. Hey, it's Clayton.
I apologize, guys. I overslept.
It's
We
okay.
thought you ditched us for football, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's much better.
So yeah, Loic, we've only had 1 round so far, so we're in the second round of combat. You can currently see Otti has joined the fray after being incredibly bored back at the end and has followed you guys here, but got lost and killed some things along the way.
Of course.
That is
And
wrong.
he's now
so-
battling a Minotaur.
Oh yeah, so the crypt itself burst open, and out came a Minotaur skeleton, who's now currently tried to gorge Otti. So, Otti, what are you going to do?
Wilma!
All right. Wilma, what type of damage is Wilma? It's bludgeoning, right?
Bludgeoning.
Righto. That's
Ooh.
definitely a hit.
Yeah.
Roll damage. So, nice. Okay, so that is going to be 18 points of bludgeoning damage against him.
Okay,
As
second
you
attack,
smash into him, you can tell that your hammer has had a massive effect on this creature, as part of its ribcage is just shattered from the impact.
Okay, I'm going
Alright.
to Wilma again.
All right then.
Oh, that's twice.
Double Wilmot.
Double
Yep,
Wilma.
that's a hit. Roll damage. So that's 20 points of bludgeoning damage. Oh yeah, that is a devastating attack on that creature. It's barely standing, but you smashed in most of its ribcage, and half of its pelvis is gone as well. As it's sort of struggling to stay. The necrotic energy is just struggling to keep it alive and standing at the moment.
No, I'm
All
feeling very
right.
happy with myself.
Well done, Verity. You're up.
Ew.
Ew.
So, keeping behind the wall, gonna run up to about here. And then, how far are we? How far is that many times? 25 feet.
Yeah, you have line of sight on him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep with the firebolts for now. So I'm gonna firebolt him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fail critically. Oh, yeah.
So you go to fire the fireball and it just goes in your hand, like just smoke puffs out.
And then I'm just like,
You stalled.
I can cover.
You basically just dip down, sort of like red face, going, "Oh shit! I hope they didn't notice that." Okay, Bellatrix, you're up.
Firing blanks, guys.
Don't worry, it happens to us all at some point.
I'm gonna
Alright,
hit this one.
Go, belly.
And
Ring his gong. Oh my god.
Oof.
You bring your glaive down, but you actually smash it and embed it into the obelisk that's before you. Just go ahead and roll a quick strength check for me.
okay.
Yeah, you're able to get it out of there without any issue. A little bit of the dust sort of flies off, and some of the rubble gets into Korgrin's beard.
I'm very embarrassed again. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm gonna try again.
That's two
Reset.
nat ones.
It's 2 nat ones.
Okay.
Oh.
That is a miss. This one's a bit more on target, but the creature sees you attacking and just deflects it with his own weapon.
Okay, bonus action with the back of the glaive.
Okay, so you spin around the glaive. That's to hit, roll damage.
And that...
Another d4. So that is...
I did something.
Yep. So you whack him across the face. The burning radiance energy leaving a lasting scar on his neck where you hit him. This guy's looking rough now. All right, Lorabeth's turn. She will continue her attack against the creature in front of her. A hit and a miss.
Look at my face.
So 14 slashing, 2 cold. So yeah, she does with the sword blade from both of the knights that you see up ahead. They're quite impressive. They're actually very skillful. They're actually reasonably well in coordination with each other. As the wights are going at them with like undead, only in the undead furvishness that they can muster. You can see just how well trained Lorabeth and Raphael are, and just how synchronized as well. Like, even though knights generally are individual people capable of anything, they're rolling on each other's backs. They're deflecting blows meant for the other. They know not where the other's going to be at all times, so don't step on each other's toes. It's almost like seeing a dance in some way. Basically, it's a dance of, or even maybe a song of fire and ice.
Fucking tarts.
You didn't fucking steal that one, Rich, did you?
Completely authentic.
Good old New Delhi.
Okay, so yeah, okay, that is... I'll put the damage onto that. Alright, that's her turn done. That's all she can do. Korgrin, you're up. That's a hit. Roll damage.
Then I smack him with a hammer.
We'll check my pluses for damage. Yes, +4. Rolling the dice. Ooh, maximum damage.
So as this, ooh, lovely. As this creature is sort of just struggling or heaving against Bellatrix's last attack, you rush forward and cave in its head with your warhammer, and it just collapses down to the ground and ceases to move. Okay. Anything else you want to do, Korgrin?
I'd like to move up and bring my bonuses with me. So we've got 1, 2, 3. I move diagonal.
Oh shit! I forgot to roll a d4 radiant for Lorabeth because she was in range. Right, that's another 3 points of radiant.
How far can I get? Am I allowed to move diagonally as 4 or 5? Okay.
One square is 5 space, and you can move into an adjoining space. So.
It's only because sometimes people say diagonal is technically 10.
No. It depends if that's the nature of the path. If you have to go 5 feet to the left, then 5 feet up. This ain't battleships, man. We're in real D&D time.
15, and we want to go 20, 25. That should just about get everyone. If not, one or two people can take a step forward. So, Otti, nice. Now when you attack, your attacks will deal an extra 1d4 radiant damage.
Yeah. That'll be
Thank
helpful.
you.
As long as
you're welcome.
Alright, so it is Raphael's turn. He will continue his attacks against the wight in front of him. First one misses, second one hits. So 11 slashing. Oh, and another 2d6. And then a d4. So 11.
That's a lot of damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. So it's going to be 19 points of slashing, fire, and radiant damage against him. So yeah, as he's continued doing this attack on him, part of the chest armor on the one that Raphael is attacking opens up, and anyone close enough can now see there's a pulsating black orb embedded in its chest.
Orb, kill the orb.
We wanted to gather them first, didn't we?
Yeah, the whole purpose of attacking the cemetery is in the hope that there are multiple orbs here to use to weaken the barrier. Yeah. Okay, so that is his turn. Right, it is the Minotaur's turn. So it's not gonna be able to gore you again. So what it will do?
It no longer has horns or a face or
because there's no point in it goring when it can't move 10 feet without taking damage.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So instead, it's just going to use its great axe on you.
Oh, great!
I think it's only okay.
That is the miss. It's a tremendous force from the attack, Otti, but you bring up Wilma, and it clashes in the air. Boom! You sort of sink into the ground a little bit because it's kind of soggy around a little bit just from the force, but you stand firm and you're able to shake off the Minotaur creature as it sort of just steps away, confused at why it's not doing any damage to you. Alright, that's its turn. Rennas, you're up.
Okay, Rennas is going to come back over to here. And he's going to take a shot at the Minotaur.
Okay.
He's going to miss.
That is a miss indeed. You take the shot, and it just bounces off one of the horns of the Minotaur. Twing, twing. The arrow itself.
No bonus action to hide?
Breaks on impact.
That comes now. So now behind the little wall that I'm behind, I'm going to sneaky stealth.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yeah, you are successfully stealthed, except from Loic, who's staring at you, basically doing a missionary on the floor at the moment.
Oh.
And yeah, that's
okay. Loic, you're up.
I awake from my all too real trance and then cower behind this pole as I shoot an eldritch blast at the white.
Okay.
If this works.
Say the line, warlock.
Hey!
I crit with Eldritch Blast.
I crit with Eldritch Blast. Okay. Roll damage on that one. Okay, so that is... Ooh, fucking hell. 2d10?
Oh, it crits just double damage. Oh no, sorry, you roll damage and then double it, right?
That's right. So we'll go with the first one, unfortunately.
It would be a 1 plus 4, so it'd only be 10 damage.
10 damage, but you double that to 20 damage.
Oh, my bad.
No, sorry, no. Oh yeah, no, you add double the damage and you add your modifier, so it is going to be 10 damage, my bad.
Yeah, where's the +8?
So I thought you just... I had a brain fart. I thought you just doubled everything, the modifier and the rolls.
No, not that. No, not the modifier. Your modifier is +4, right?
Correct. Yeah, that's why I put it 8 because I thought. But yeah,
so it'll be 6 points damage instead. So, sorry, man. But he's pushed 10 feet back. Is he right? Is that right?
Yep.
So he'll move back there. And Otti, you now see a white has just been blasted into your line of sight.
I'm gonna keep blasting. Then
and you go, you fire out, and it moves 10 feet away, and you're feeling confident. I just did some tremendous damage. Have another one. Just smoke.
Done after that. To hide behind the wall.
It is the white's turn. Okay, so the white is going to take cover behind the crypt and attack Otti.
Oh my bad.
Two attacks on Otti. +4, 18 to hit.
That is hit.
Second one is a miss. The first one is its life drain move. So it's going to be 1d6.
That might help.
So that's 7 points of necrotic damage against you, Otti.
Well, I've got the brooch on.
What does the brooch do?
The brooch.
I don't know. I've been looking.
Force magic around it. That's all I could identify as what we found in the loot.
I've been looking at it for a while on the way down here. I had 4 hours.
Made him rage quit.
No.
Oh,
Down here in your brooches.
No. Sorry, I just remember you had it, so...
Do you think if I start playing the lute, they'll all dance?
Probably not.
It'd be funny to watch, wouldn't it?
I definitely think you should try.
But just because, like, it was an 18 to hit you, right? What's your AC?
18, I think.
Yeah, so if it gives you, like, a +2 shield or whatever.
Sorry about that. Okay, so did you successfully identify the brooch?
I identified that it had some kind of, like, force magic. Hold on, I got the description written down here somewhere.
Right, let
the
me
brooch,
go
gold fine,
into.
force magic.
Let me go into my notes.
Blue.
Okay, so you gave her that. Oh, where's my... There it is. So yeah, it gives her resistance to force damage, but that was necrotic damage.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't know. I'm just looking at this brooch. Like, this brooch is really pretty. Help me, please.
Help me, shiny brooch.
My only hope.
It won't help you unless Loic decides to turn traitor.
Oh, when he picked up that knife.
Not yet.
Sound
Okay,
check.
so unfortunately,
Yeah,
we can hear you.
We can hear you.
And the rain isn't too much.
No, I can't hear the rain.
Can't even notice it.
Anyways, so the brooch does not help you, so that's 7 points of necrotic damage against you. Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Ooh.
Ooh, that is a fail. So,
Damn it!
What's going on?
okay, so Otti, as this white reaches out with its sword, you swing Wilma around and deflect its blow, but that was a trap it was waiting for you to do. As it reaches in and grabs you by the shoulder, and you can feel the life being sucked out of you from its touch, and your health is affected because of it. Your hit point maximum is reduced by 7.
Haha. Wait, thanks for that, you little prick. Okay.
So just keep in mind that your maximum at the moment is 43. That's now been reduced by 7.
43!
Yeah. Her reduced maximum is double my normal maximum.
I won't tell you guys how much health I have.
50. Oh.
58.
Oh.
I think I've got 31
Okay.
normally, actually, but I'm down to 20.
Anyway, so there will be 4 attacks on Lorabeth and Raphael, 2 each. First on Raphael, both miss. Now 2 on Lorabeth, miss and miss. So yeah, they're just deflecting all the blows being sent to them, and they're not having any effect, getting through their defenses and their armor. So Arrabella, you're up next.
Okay, so as tempted as I am to try to play the lute to see if it'll make them all dance, I am just going to move there and
Okay.
going to go for with my bow.
Righto. Okay. That's a hit. Roll damage. 10 points of damage. Okay. So as you fire the bow into this one, part of its armor is destroyed by the attack, and there you can also see close to it. There's a pulsating black orb in its chest. Boom, 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 boom.
Then I'll Horde Breaker on the one next to it to try and
Okay.
get it down. Oh. While it's got that black orb, it's just going to use... Is it definitely to
No, you-
collect them,
you
not
don't-
destroy them?
Well, the idea is to destroy them, but only in a specific place, because you destroyed one away from that area before, and that summoned pretty much all the undead in the immediate area.
Okay.
You can still, like, correct me if I'm wrong.
You can still destroy the
kill
orb
them,
if
we
you
just-
want, but
Yeah.
there's a very real
We can
chance.
destroy them, we just might get more people.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not going to be able to use an arrow. Like, could an arrow, if I tried, knock it out? So it lands on the soft, squishy ground?
It would probably be better just to kill the white and then take it from its not moving corpse.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I stabbed the first one with my rapier straight away and just smashed it there because, you know, that's
Yeah.
what I do with big black shiny things.
I shall do that then. Oh, hopefully do that with my Horde Breaker.
That's a hit. Roll damage. 10 points of damage. Yeah, so there's good amount of damage as the arrow goes through the white's eye socket, explodes its eye. It's now sort of flailing around. Raphael's having no trouble at all, just deflecting one of the blows as it's looking desperate. It's still standing, but it's very hurt.
Okay, then I'll use my second attack to go for my original. I say my original white.
Yep.
My original white is hiding. That one.
That's a hit. Roll damage. And with that, it goes straight for the skull of the white. It stands there for about a second or two before it just falls over into the back and stops moving. The orb in it has not been destroyed. So, okay. Did you want to move anywhere?
I used all my movement to get there, but thank you.
Then. Otti, it's your turn. You are surrounded.
I'm going to smash. Yeah, Wilma. If I can roll down. Come on.
Who were you attacking, sorry?
Minotaur.
Minotaur. That is a hit. Roll damage.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have any armor. Okay.
Now it has no bones.
Plus one.
So,
D4.
Oh yeah.
So as you smash this one, on this particular time, you bring it down on the Minotaur's head. The skull, in fact, cracks open, and there's a pulsating green flash. As you're observing it now, you can now see there's a red gem embedded in its head, and some sort of illusion that was pulsating around its chest has failed, and now you can see a black beating heart inside of it. What's the word I'm going? Pulsing over and beating over and over. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you. It's still standing, but it's very, very hurt.
I'm going to hit it again.
Okay,
I don't like it.
damage.
I'm going to hit it.
Okay. That is a hit. You don't need to roll damage. You only had one hit point
Okay.
left.
Okay,
and with that, you bring Wilma down, and you smash the entire thing down into dust. The only thing that remains of it is the black gem and the still beating black hearts.
Okay. I'm not doing anything else. I'm not touching it at all. I'm leaving it there.
Let Corgi stick it with the other one.
Yeah, let Corgi do it.
Corgi can carry on
Corgi do
with
it.
beating hearts.
Okay. Verity, it's your turn.
There's a flail.
Collecting your bag of hearts.
I was just thinking of that song.
I went straight to Full Metal Jacket. And I was just thinking of the guys with the pillowcases and soap, but with hearts instead.
I feel soap would be more effective than hearts. Hearts are squishy.
Alright.
Aha.
And this guy, can I get him with a fireball?
Move a little bit more because Otti's blocking your view at the moment.
Just a bit more up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you'll have where he would have 3/4 cover. You ignore that with spell sniper. So
So there?
that's absolutely fine there. You can just about see him, and that's all Verity needs.
Pew!
That's a hit. Roll damage. 10 fire damage. Ooh, that hurt him. And as you burst, as the bolt of fire bursts into its chest, it explodes open, and you can see this creature has got both a black orb and a black heart embedded in its chest.
Corgi's collection's growing.
Okay, so that's your turn. Bellatrix, you're up.
Is it still standing, the white?
Oh yeah, belly.
Okay, I'm gonna come up here. And I'm going to sling the alarm at the white.
Okay, get an attack roll.
Where's my character sheet?
That's a hit. You don't have to. You actually probably.
I got radiant damage as well.
Yeah, no, that's that. Yeah, that with that, goes straight for the head of the white. It tumbles over into the ground and strikes the floor with quite a thunderous shudder.
Okay.
Stops moving.
Is this one still alive?
Yes, that's the only enemy left at the moment.
Okay, I'm gonna scooch myself to like here. I should have been able to make that. Yeah, I should. And I'm gonna sling the alarm again.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a hit.
Sling the alarm.
And this one also gets it through the throat or the mouth, or like the stone itself. You throw it with such a force that it tears off the lower part of the jaw into the clavicle, and bluish black or blood just sort of sprays out a little bit before it just sort of kills onto its knees and then falls onto its face and ceases to move.
Good job, guys.
Team Numpty!
That appears to be it.
Yeah.
Let's get some creepiness play.
No one grab the hearts. No one go in the crypt.
I want to go in the crypt.
No one go in the crypt.
I really want
I stand outside the crypt.
Okay, so you look inside. It's cold and very musty. Lots of cobwebs in there.
Sounds fun.
Can I look in this one?
The entrance of it is appears to be sealed. It's like a huge, heavy stone slab.
No point me trying to do a strength check. I'm a fucking halfling.
If you can
Also,
try if you want.
I think I have everyone's point of view because the blackness is changing.
Yeah, I get that.
I'll have a go at a strength check to see if I can get rid of it, because why the hell not?
Yep. Go ahead and make it. This will be an athletics.
Thank you. Because I was going to say, like, oh, I am proficient. Let's see. There.
Yeah, without an issue, Verity, you're able to hop over the fence. Yeah, that's not an issue. You just go, haha, that's no problem. Arrabella, you push, and you do move a thin layer of dust in the cracks, but the whole thing doesn't seem to budge.
So I just end up with an asthma attack instead of actually getting into the crypt.
Basically, yeah. Okay. I mean, we're not in turn order at the moment, so.
Okay, something I want to do first. So obviously, I've been off for like 4 hours and I haven't been here. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to hug Bella and be like, I miss you so much.
Bellatrix, you turn around and Otti's there, and now she's hugging you.
Yeah, no one was protecting my hair.
And so I'm going to look at Korgrin and be like, there's 2 more, there's hearts and horrible gems and icky stuff over there that you're the best person to.
Hey, probably for the best.
You're welcome to all the icky stuff.
I'm sorry.
Can I go in the crypt chat?
Oh, until I've taken a look at it.
I love the
do you want me to start casting detect magic?
If you can start doing that, maybe.
Okay, then I'm just going to wander over here.
I would say you're not in a safe area to spend 10 minutes to cast detect magic as a ritual. I believe you can cast it as an action.
No, I only have it in my ritual book. I can only cast them.
Yes, I remember you saying this. Yeah.
I believe. I don't know.
I first check to see what this crypt is. If it's dedicated to a god or anyone in particular.
Go ahead and make a religion check if you're going for gods.
Okay.
Can I make a history check?
Yeah, you can.
Only because I'm proficient in it.
Ugh.
There we go.
You both don't know.
Fucking creepy crypt. I mean, it's me.
I saw that, Rennas. I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
But Korgrin didn't. It's fine.
So you step in and step back out.
So Rennas, as you step in,
sorry.
Face the fuck out.
You immediately cough because there's a lot of dust in the air, and you step back out.
Okay.
That's fine.
Oh shit! No one alive has been in there for centuries, probably. You think to yourself.
Ooh, can I start casting prestidigitation in there?
Just clean it up.
Oh yeah.
And just be like,
Yeah.
Clean it up, and then we can search it easier. I like this plan.
You now make it an allergenic. What's the word I'm looking for?
Hypoallergenic.
A hyperallergenic friendly crypt.
Fucking vacuum.
I mean, that's pretty much what prestidigitation is, a glorified vacuum. So.
How long does your aura last, Korgrin, by the way?
A minute.
I'd say it's definitely been more than a minute now.
That's fair. That's fine. I was waiting for you to take it away. Can I take a look and see if there's any sort of traces of necromantic energy? Am I getting any bad vibes? Can I do a vibe check, basically?
Go ahead and make a wisdom check.
While he's looking for vibes, I'd like to look for valuables.
Okay, make an investigation check. There was there definitely was a hint of necromantic energy, but it seems to be dissipated with the dispatch of the creatures around here.
Okay.
You're not getting anything else.
I'm
Rennas,
getting the feeling it's kind of safe now.
Rennas, the crypt itself is well adorned with stone depictions of knights and the like. The tomb itself seems to be telling a story through pictograms and chiseled out stone pictures. The story of which probably goes over your mind. But you would instinctively know, being Rennas, that somebody important was probably buried here, and important people are usually buried with important things.
Dig him up. Dig him up.
Can I have a little grave robbing session of the open graves?
Oh, wow.
They're not in there anymore.
Can you choose which grave you would like to rob, please?
I'll go with the one I'm at for now, but I am planning to go for this one too, if I can.
Okay, make an investigation check. Because most of these graves are empty. You quickly get knee deep in the dirt. You have a quick scoop around, and aside from a finger that was left behind, you don't find anything in that grave.
Okay. Am I able to keep the investigation check for the next one?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I say out of the both of them, you don't actually find anything in those two particular graves.
Looks like I'm going grave hopping. And I never said I was not evil, guys. Just putting that out there.
I'm not evil. I just want to dig up bodies. What's evil about that?
Okay, so at the moment, Raphael and Lorabeth, they are, I would say, they are gathering the bodies that house the.
I was going to say, I was going to start doing that as well. Plucking them out.
So, I mean, Raphael looks at you, Korgrin, and says, "So, my friends, do you want to handle this, or do you want me to do it?"
Probably best if I do. We don't know what kind of
do you want to
bad juju. If it wouldn't hurt, that would be nice. An extra pair of hands.
Assistance in the form of advantage.
I trust you. In case they get up again, well, I'll be ready to strike them down with my flaming justice.
Hey,
burning justice.
Better named than. I mean, still sounds like an STD, but better named than tongue sticker.
How many times do I have to tell you why it's called tongue sticker?
No, but.
Or if you didn't.
How many times do I have to show you why it's called tongue sticker?
I don't know why it's called tongue sticker. Why is it called tongue sticker?
Because when I shove it into people's throats, the tongue sticks to the blade and I pull it out.
Bella's gonna come over and be like, "You should have called it like cat, like cat's got your tongue."
That's stupid.
Yeah, it is.
But tongue sticker's okay.
But I love it.
It's direct. It's direct and punctual and to the point. I'm not a namer. I'm a warrior.
Yeah, you still named it. Yeah, I'm just
smooth brain
trying to get the friggin' ball out while I'm chatting to her and talking smack about his stupid name sword. You need any kind of roll for it?
No, you know what the orb is. You've handled it directly before. You pick it up. It's definitely a sense of dread about it, but it doesn't seem to have any effect over your mind or your body. You're able to pluck it out of the body itself without much issue. If they were still alive, there would have been an issue.
I'm gonna call this Orb, because it's an orb. I put it in the bag.
Okay. Do you do the rest? Do the same with the rest?
Yeah, I'm assuming.
I mean, it'll take about 5 minutes to do it all, but you can put in 3 black orbs in your inventory.
I spent about 5 minutes trying to move the top off this tomb.
Okay, so I mean, the tomb itself isn't sealed. You could probably
the actual grave thing. Is it not like a stone slab across the top of it?
So you could push that open if you want.
Yep.
Okay, can you
this will go well.
Can you just go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Yeah, I always do really well. I mean, why is it never a dexterity saving throw? I can dodge out the way of whatever it is. Oh, I didn't mean to do 2. Yes!
As you do that, you hear a cling, and your ears instantly recognize, shit, spring mechanism. You hold your breath as you're blasted with a spray of dust. You run out of the crypt just in time as and wait for a few minutes as the dust to dissipate. You get the feeling that there was definitely a poisonous gas that you were able to hold your breath before actually affecting.
Got to be better than that to catch old Rennas. On this particular
How many
occasion.
hit points have you got?
9.
Lucky save.
Next time, Jack. Next time, I'll do something to.
It's about time I made a con save. To be fair, it's freaking rare.
Korgrin, if you're taking it all, you can also add in 2 dark hearts to your inventory.
I will. So that's an additional 2 to the one that I originally had as well.
That's right. Yes, so you now have 3 in total. And there is an opaque black grey. There's a black grey opaque gem that was embedded in the skull of the Minotaur. You can put in 1 hematite in your inventory.
Hematite.
Yes.
Will you let Rennas juggle with the hearts?
When you know what they do.
Go right ahead and juggle the hearts if you want. You really are just asking to die, aren't you?
Yeah, it really is. Like, Jack has just described a dread orb that has no effect on me, and you're like, yeah, just let me handle the bad magic voodoo shit. Just give me
I didn't ask for the orbs, I asked for the heart. I'm sure the hearts are fine, they don't look weird at all. Black hearts beat on their own all the time.
Kalima! Christ. Okay, so I've got the 3 black orbs, 3 beating hearts, and hematite. 1 hematite.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
You know that's a hematite is essentially a 10 gold piece gemstone. So.
Ooh. I still detect magic coming from it, or do I not have any idea?
No, it's just a gemstone.
It's just decorative. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Has my dust settled yet?
I mean, yes, it has. So you can go back inside. You go back to the crypt, and you push the slab open the rest of the way. It slides. Can you just go ahead and make an athletics check for me, please?
Were you going to say Verity?
I was just saying, like, while all this is happening, because I don't think I needed to help you in any way. Like, can I just start piling bodies and burning them?
Yes, you can. Yeah. Yep. So I would say,
help me!
I'll give you a hand.
Like, I'm just gonna be there with the body, like.
I'll just be like, oh no. Here, I'll give you a hand. Where are we eating them? Over there.
You actually accidentally pull off a leg, and the rest of the body's still there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So, Rennas, you pull a muscle trying to push that slab off, and you move it maybe an inch. When you realise, shit, I probably need help.
Does someone want to help me dig out the crazy grave full of cursed dust?
Oh,
Rennas asks you with a grimace of pain.
Burning
holding
them.
it back.
It's alright.
I'm still great.
I'm helping. Sorry.
You fucking people.
I mean, do we want the free shit? I want the free shit.
Yeah, Loic's there.
Arrabella,
You got a grey robber.
You search those 5 graves over there, and you don't find anything.
Okay, so there's nothing in. Like, it is just a visibly open one so that I can check, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
You can check that. Well, to be fair, I know the map doesn't look like it, but I would say only 1 or 2 of these graves have not opened up yet.
Oh, okay. And is that a grave?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm going to want to check that one then.
Okay.
And then I'll move to those 8.
So, can I just? All right. So, I would say with your investigation, you can tell that there's nothing of use in there. You go over to these 8 over there. Can I get another investigation check from you, please?
Of course you can. This one's going to be awful because the last one was decent. Oh, it's not terrible.
2 of the graves actually have some looks to be some buried like money with them, like stuff. Can you go ahead and roll me a 2d100, please?
Yep. That's 1. I assume you want them set. Really low rolls.
Let me just a moment. Yeah, you don't find much. All in all, you find about 40 copper pieces.
That's fine. It's something.
So with Loic helping, can I get advantage on a second athletics check?
Yep. It won't be an advantage because you've already failed the DC.
Oh, fine. Again. Yeah, I mean, that's not as bad.
With Loic helping, you are able to slide the thing off. It crashes the floor with a resounding boom. Shakes everyone else outside can hear it.
It's alright, guys. Just us.
You know, shame.
There is inside is a skeleton that is currently. It looks like it was dressed in really fine robes, like maybe a nobleman. It's currently has an astonishing large blue gem clutched in its hand.
That doesn't sound cursed at all. I want to pick up the large gem.
Check on the gem.
Go ahead and make Loic and Rennas. Can you go ahead and make a dexterity check, please?
Is that a dexterity save or just a dexterity check?
Check, please.
Quick boy.
So, Loic, you're able to determine what you're able to have a look at it before Rennas goes to take it. So, what is it you're trying to do?
Just want to see if it's trapped, or maybe if I could use arcane energy to see if there's like some sort of magic attached to it.
All right, so those are 2 rolls. There's going to be investigation and arcana. You can do 1 before Rennas reaches out to grab it.
Prefer arcana.
Go ahead and make an arcana check, please. You don't really detect anything magical from it.
Go for it, Rennas. Fuck it.
So, Rennas, as you reach down, you reach for the blue gem. Immediately, the skeletal hand grabs onto you, and the skeleton looks at you, going. It reaches out to claw at you.
Can I just punch it with either hand?
+3. It's not able to reach you. It just goes. But you're quick enough to sort of dodge away. It looks
did
like
I dodge away with the gem?
I would say your hand is still on the gem, whilst it's still holding the gem. So it's kind of like a contested thing at the moment.
Strength check, because I do really well at that.
You want to just try and yank it away from him?
Yep.
Okay, make a opposing strength check.
Because it's my gem now. He's dead.
It's true.
Am I overhearing all of the plucking gems out of chests?
They have a +2 to that, so 6.
Yeah.
So with that, you take the gem and it's now in your hand. It feels fragile in your hand, so you know to handle it with a bit of delicacy. The skeleton looks like it's trying to move, but whatever is affecting it, like the necromantic energy that is affecting it, hasn't fully completed on this particular creature, and as such, it can seem to only move its upper body at the moment.
I'm just going to turn around, laugh at it, and just walk away and just leave it struggling in the grave.
Okay.
Yeah, so happy with that.
You go ahead and
I've got a shiny blue gem.
So Rennas, go ahead and put 1 blue gem in your inventory.
Did I overhear this, by the way, this whole struggle behind me?
Yeah, well, I mean, Rennas immediately came out of the crypt saying, "Hey, look, I got a blue gem."
Fucking hell. Can I, snap my fingers and divine flame the corpse just out of, pure pity? It's like, this is sad. This is... You are...
So, Loic, as you're staring at the body, it immediately bursts into flames. It struggles for a few seconds and then collapses.
The hell?
There is inscriptions on the graves. Go ahead and make a history check, please.
Oh, cool. My bad. Wrong check.
You can't... Nothing really springs to your mind about anything you know about this particular thing.
I'm just going to show the gem to Verity and say, you might want to have a look at this later when it's a bit quieter. Because I'm hoping it's something cool.
Oh, he got that from a grave.
Yeah, but it's mine now. I'll clean it.
A relic.
I'll look after it, just promise.
There we go.
Alright, so I'd say you guys have spent about 5 minutes here now. There was sounds of combat, and looking around, it looks like there are some stragglers on the way, and wherever there are stragglers, there's more likely a horde on the way. So, you guys probably have about a minute before more things get to you. What are you going to do?
We have 3 of those orbs now, don't we?
Yeah, we could just go back to the little church and smash it.
That sounds good.
So we can go back to that safe zone where the corpses don't seem to go, rest if we need to, and then move on. The corpses seem to have avoided that area we were in last time.
Yes, the one where I destroyed the last orb that we had, and none of them came. That's a safe area we can get to.
You're right, Raph. Let's go.
So,
I just said.
Is there anything else you guys want to do before leaving quickly?
Could I just walk over to the corpses and just bless them quickly before, burn them?
Pew pew!
I'd say you could bless maybe 2 of them.
I mean, we're talking a very mass kind of blessing. If there was water, it's maybe a drop.
Yeah. Here you go. Have blessings. Everyone have blessings. Yeah. You have a blessing. You have a blessing.
Get a blessing, and you get a blessing.
Everybody gets a blessing.
Get blessings.
Yeah. Okay,
Just trying
and with
to give
that,
these corpses some kind of dignity.
And with that, zombies start coming through the front gate of the crypt. They have seen you, and they're moving their way towards you. There's only a couple of them for now, but you know that you can hear more at the moment. So you start making your way out. You're making your way out the way you came.
Leg it.
And get yourself
Cheese
back
it.
onto the streets. It's the feds. Cheese it. So you guys going to head your way back to the safe area?
Yes, that sounds good.
All right, so
It's
they are
my
there.
gracious shack outside there.
They are there. They are there. They're coming there. They're coming there. Okay. All right. Can I? Are you guys stealthing?
I feel like
Yeah, I guess we should.
Probably.
we have time to.
Can I get stealth checks from everyone, please? Arri, you would need to cast Pass Without a Trace again.
Arri did just mention she can
Oh
be a
my
bit
god!
responsive
I mean,
for a
I am the worst Heidi rogue
Sorry.
ever.
What did she? Sorry, could you repeat that, Korgrin?
In Discord, she said going to be a bit non-responsive for a bit, so I don't know if she's actually there or not.
I want to understand how this town has cursed my stealth rolls.
And I'm more stealthy than you.
3 crit ones in a stealth is just fucking ridiculous.
If she's just moving from room to room because it's her.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna make the DM decision to say that Arrabella would pass Cast Without a Trace in order to make sure that you guys do not get seen. So I'm just gonna mark it off of her.
But I mean, would she
Character
with
sheet.
me rolling crit ones anyway?
Oh, well, I didn't ask you to roll a stealth check. Yeah.
Did you not? Oh, I'm sorry.
So I asked you, are you stealthy? You said yes, and I said, all right, before I need to confirm whether or not Arri still had her things. So we won't count those rolls because that's premature rolls. Those are premature rolls. Don't do that.
I'm well known for, unfortunately.
Premature?
Oh, no.
My, I feel sorry for
She can't do part of that trace. She's run out of spell slots for it. Second spell slot.
Okay.
All right. So if that's the case, can I get stealth checks from everybody, please, without the +10?
Shall we roll again? Because I prematurely roll again.
Now that I've asked for it, whatever you roll now is what we'll take.
Hey.
Right. So the lowest is.
Sorry to be that person, but don't Lorbith and Raph roll with disadvantage? Because
they do actually. You're right. Thank you for pointing that out.
Sorry.
Yes, so do I.
No, wait, no. Corgi has the boots. Sorry.
Wow, they are some damn good rolls for them, though.
Bad. Yeah, no, that whether they've been shit on their attacks, then they're making up for it for stealth. All right, so the lowest stealth is 9. Good to know. So you guys immediately make your way there, and there. There is a lot of noise. You look up behind you, and it looks like you've probably garnered the attention of a vast majority of those creatures. The skeletons mainly, they are rushing their way around towards you. Between the numbers of 40 to 60, they are coming for you. What are you going to do?
Run for the safe space.
Speed ahead, yeah.
Get in the shack!
Speed.
Well, we can't get to the shack yet, but we can get to the area where the zombies don't come, and then we can smash the fence.
As you get to there, there is some more movements down here. You look, and there is a bunch of zombies and skeletons that are being led by what looks to be about... difficult to tell in the crowd, but at least 10 whites.
Oh.
I think we need to be smashing those gems and going straight in, is I think where this is going.
So they are moving as quickly as they can, but you are faster than undead. So they're going to get to there, they're going to get to there, they're going to get to there, and then you guys are able to get over to here. And at that point, they are chasing you, but they stop at a certain point, probably about 40 feet from the gate itself. The whites are there, the skeletons and zombies are there, and they have just stopped.
I stick my fingers up at them all immediately.
There is no reaction from any of them. Think Game of Thrones with the whites and the lines of the undead. They just stop in there. They're just staring. They are dead, but they're waiting for something.
See if it's been consecrated.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a religion check.
I'm going to be looking towards the fence to see where the easiest point of access is going to be. So when we do these gems, we know where best to get in.
Rolled a 17 on religion. Don't know if it's coming through.
The ground itself is not hallowed.
Okay.
So
I reckon it's related to Grace's shack, personally. That's just a guess, but...
Right, so Matt dashed across the village.
Now we can hear him.
Look at... What, sorry, did you not hear me previously?
Yeah, just for a second.
Yeah. Sorry about it. So yeah, as you're catching your breath after making a mad dash across the village, you look around, and there's probably, I mean, you have a few minutes to like make a good head count right now. There's at least 70 skeletons, about 50 zombies, and you're counting 14 whites. And there's actually, to be fair, now that there's a large crowd of them, that does attract some more of the hordes. They're going to slowly make their way over to you. These creatures, however, are fast, and you can tell there's about 15 ghasts and ghouls that are currently waiting on the rooftops, and they're just staring at you, tongues slashing all over the place.
We think we're going to be trying for a rest when we get into Grace's shack.
I mean, who knows what's beyond that fence?
I think we're just going to have to smash the orbs and see as it goes. I'm not banking on the rest before we go in there, to be honest. If we get one, it'll be a bonus, but I'm not banking on one.
Okay. That's fair enough. I was just determining whether or not I want to try and disperse this group, some divine magic or not. But if we're not sure if we're just going to be pushing ahead, or we don't know what kind of time we're going to be pressed for, I won't bother. Oh,
Not bothering us. You can just do it to make our escape route if they're still in any way as much of a threat as they are now, which hopefully they won't be.
I start taking out the orbs. Just start putting them down on the floor, just one by one.
Yep.
Raphael
will come along with this. Raphael has taken one of the orbs by his feet with his sword in hand. He looks to the rest of you and says, no objections this time?
Maybe all at once. Maybe a combined thing creates a bigger force. So if we want to ready ourselves to all go on 3.
I'll take one.
Very well.
Right. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Smash.
You bring your weapons down, and you all smash the orbs at the same time. There is a loud, like pulsating blast emanating from the barrier itself. It shimmers in spots, and for a good 30 seconds or so, you can tell that the barrier isn't down, but you can see past the blackened illusion. You can see the church, and you can see a rundown shack beside it. But after about those 30 seconds, you try to get through it. You think that's definitely the key. You can get through it, but each time you get closer to it, you're bounced back by a force of some kind, and the blackness envelops over again.
Do we want to stab a heart?
Raphael looks to the rest of you and says, "I don't think it was enough. I think we need more."
The heart.
I mean, I'm not detecting any kind of barrier magic coming from these hearts. From what Verity learned from doing her little magical investigation, we know they're tied to something, but it's not the barrier. It's a being, I think, is what she said. It goes through the plane.
Could be the person controlling the barrier. I mean, otherwise we have to go out looking for more orbs, which I'm game for, but I'll need some healing.
I mean, we've got a bunch of whites on our border.
We could stay at range and take them.
You don't have enough ammo.
I get the sense this is something
I've got 10 feet reach, and Eldritch Blast, and Firebolt.
By the time you take the majority of them down, the rest of the hordes would have gotten there.
I check heart again. I don't. Yeah. I know I didn't check it, but can I?
What sort of check would you like to
do? Basically, if it would have any effect on the barrier, if I were to break it, if I were to destroy it.
Go ahead and make.
It's a very easy check to make.
Arcana, did you say?
Yes.
Wait, did we not get through the barrier?
No, we didn't get. We flickered the barrier, but we didn't get through the barrier.
Need more gems.
You've smashed 5 orbs so far. It's very difficult to tell. This is definitely necromantic energy. What effect it has on the barrier is you're not able to discern after studying the heart.
Can I try and snatch the heart he's investigating from him? Sorry, Korgrin.
Well, you could. Sure, go ahead and make a dexterity, an opposed dexterity check, unless you just allow it, Korgrin.
No, because sketchy shit's been happening with the stuff we've been picking up, so I would try and contest.
Okay.
There's the fucking 20.
Fuck you!
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So Rennas, as you go in to snatch the heart of him, Korgrin just goes with his free hand and slaps your hand away.
Don't give me the eyes. I'm giving you the eyes.
Are there any whites over here? Any undead over here? Could we maybe go through the trees?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm gonna write up.
Oh, he's doing that. Could I divine flame the barrier to see if it has any effect?
Yep. So, Loic, you wander over to that particular area. Those trees there, they've got about 3, maybe 4 zombies just sort of roaming around, but there's no vast collection of undead there, so there could be a way out. Korgrin, you formulate Divine Barrier and you shoot it at the barrier. Think of basically think of jelly. Essentially, it blasts into it, and it just ripples. Doesn't seem to have any effect.
I want to come back and tell the party about the route along the fence I found.
Okay.
Useful.
In the meantime,
are the zombies at all responsive to anything you do, or they just kind of sit there?
They just, I mean, Bellatrix has spent a good few minutes just cutting them down. I would say at some point they just take a few steps away just to make sure that she can't get them anymore. They do have, but the wights especially have sentience about them, and they're able to direct the other creatures, to prevent them from dying needlessly. But they're not moving anywhere.
We might have to take a couple people through the route just so the wights don't notice that everyone's gone, and they can direct other people towards us.
Well, I can stay and stab a few if they want, so they're like, wow, this bitch is still getting us.
Yeah, so I like that with Bello. As you stand there to stab at them, I'd say you probably take about 10 of them down before the wights kind of click on what's going on, and they just they silently order the forces to step back a few feet. So that if you want to attack them, you'll have to cross the threshold, and they'll be able to get to you.
Maybe we get the 3 stealthiest and try to make it through that byway.
While that's going on as well, could I hold one of the beating hearts in my hand, and because I'm running out of options, can I divine flame the heart? See if that has any effect on the barrier.
So with the as you divine flame the heart, it bursts into a. Usually, you have a golden, bluish kind of flame that sort of represents the creation of more of them. But this time it's a greenish kind of flame. As the heart bursts into flames, you instinctively drop it because it's fucking painful. As it hits the ground, it burns into ash, and there is a small that pulsates outwards. All of you feel a little funny. Just need to roll a few things. Okay, so the wights and the ghasts, they go and they seem frozen on the spot. The zombies and the skeletons, they just fall over. About 40 or 50 of them.
Oh. When we first found this heart, and I suggested killing it immediately. I'm just saying.
Start smashing them.
How long do you want to spend starting to smash them?
I want to Eldritch Blast the wights as soon as they freeze up. Try to take advantage of the time that we have.
All right, so you start blasting away the Eldritch Blast. Is anybody else jumping in on this?
Yeah, I mean, I'll fire a few bow shots, I suppose.
All right, can everybody roll me a d20, please?
Ow.
Hope that's how many we killed.
That's pretty good.
Now I'm really curious on what the hell I missed.
Roll a d20. Let's see how it goes.
No, she did.
See how many wights you killed.
That's literally the first thing I heard.
All right, so between you, I'd say you'll probably take out about a third of them when the wights and the ghasts are able to get control of their bodies again. They rush in to attack you, but you quickly rush over over the side of the barrier, and they stop themselves.
I have a bow. I never left that side.
Yeah, no, sorry. Like, the ones who attack in melee would have had to go over the threshold to do that. So with that, Korgrin, I'm going to put something in your inventory, your journal.
Harry, we I was looking around. We're cornered by these undead.
You have two more hearts. Are you going to keep both of them, Korgrin?
I will decide once I've read. Okay.
It's cool to leave when we're in a cemetery and then come back and then we're being surrounded by fucking hordes. It's not gonna lie.
But they can't get to us
You've
because
been
there's a
you've been
big
here for a
invisible
couple of
barrier.
minutes now.
So
Does Korgrin understand this?
Yeah, now that you've seen the effects of what has just happened, you're able to spend a few more minutes sort of examining. Bear with me a moment, sorry. Okay, so can you guys just repeat to me what you just said, essentially?
We were torn between doing one of two options, I think. One was breaking another heart and destroying the whites if they got stunned, if they became frozen. The other one was going to the trees and trying to pick off a few more undead throughout the town and bring the orbs back here.
So, in your battles with the whites, you know that they are resistant to most of your weapons. Only the Radiance is really the only thing that seems to be having a real effect on them. They're not vulnerable to such damage. They just can't resist it. They are hearty creatures. So, with all of you working together, I'd say you'll have 1d3 rounds whilst they're stunned to try and take them all down. That is the maximum of 9 seconds. There's about 14 whites. I don't think if you guys rolled really well, you'll probably take down about half of them before the rest of them get back into action.
And we never roll really, really well.
So those are the risks there. So basically, you can do that, and then you can fight the rest of them as normal. Keep in mind that there are hordes on the way, or you could try to just sort of circumvent around them at the moment.
I was going to ask, how long has it been since we entered the cemetery?
We'll just work on a situation that the creatures have.
So we're not surrounded by hordes of zombies.
You were, and most of them are now inert. The only creatures that are left are the whites and the ghasts. There are a couple of the zombies and skeletons that have gone up, but nowhere near the numbers that they were. But you can definitely hear them getting closer and closer. So, I think at this point, Raphael's going to step forward and say, I know this was previously passed down, but we hold ourselves a rather opportune moment of time. We have an opportunity here. Some of us could stay here and distract the majority of them. They won't cross this threshold. Meanwhile, the most skilled of you can make your way around what's your companion, that path over there by the trees. You can make your way there. We're close to the Lonely Bear here. There could very well possibly be some orbs in there. If we can get, probably just one more will probably do it, what the damage we did to it. If we can get one more orb, distract the hordes, I think that'll do it.
Sounds good to me. I start heading over.
I'll follow my half-elf brethren, I suppose.
I've been on this plan since day one.
No, well, it's
not
up
vain
to...
at all, thinking that you're skillful.
Well, Raphael says, well, this is entirely optional. I mean, you guys, you do you know. Me and Laura, we're good at fighting, but I'm just making a suggestion here. You don't have to do it.
Who does what if we're going to split the party?
Well, we don't really have much of a choice. I
assume I'm going, because I got my pass without trace.
In worst case, if we get surrounded, we come back to the protective circle and then start smashing.
Do you have any means of letting people know where you are?
If I can see them, I can send my mage word to them, but that doesn't go super
No,
far.
as in, like, if you disappear into those buildings over there, and he points towards the blue buildings that you're looking at on the map, we will lose sight of you. But if you could send a signal of some kind to let us know that you're on your way back.
A firebolt in the air would do it, surely.
If that's the case, the people here, we could make sure that all the creatures around there, their eyes are on us, giving you a better opportunity to get back to us unharmed.
Good call. That's a good call. Eldritch blast in the air. You'll see a green laser and then an explosion.
Very good.
One second, hang on. If Verity stays with us, Verity can message to Arri and Rennas, can't she? I thought it was a spell that went further.
I thought you had to be able to see us or whatever.
Yeah, sending a message, you have to see them.
Yeah.
I tried to be clever. I'm going back to sleep.
Okay. Yeah. No. I mean, I'm all game for the Eldritch Blast in the air. If anyone needs anything. I'm also game for not going if everyone's happy with that. I have 9 health, but I can knock back a health potion and carry on.
I did see. Oh.
Your temporary maximum, or your maximum, is also reduced at the moment, isn't it? So.
Yep, by about 10.
It's still
so it's happened twice.
If the young hunter is going, then our stealth is exceptionally well. I would suggest you take a heavily armored person with you, just in case you do run into trouble and you need someone who can take the hits.
I think I should take the cleric because he has radiant
definitely
damage.
Not me. Yes, the cleric should definitely go with the party. Yeah.
I mean, the cleric was going anyway.
I would have made the argument that the cleric should stay here in case the worst happens and this barrier no longer keeps the undead away, and we would need every fighting option that we have. But there's a risk I'm willing to take. Laurabeth and I will stay here. We are exceptional warriors. We'll be able to hold off as much of them as we can. But any help you could give by some of you staying behind would be greatly appreciated.
I'm gonna stay behind because I've got a disadvantage on myself anyway. So I'm
already
gonna
getting
stay here anyway.
I should stay here as well.
How much is a common healing potion, Jack?
2d4 plus 2. A healing word is 1d.
Yeah, this is healing potion.
Healing potion is 2d4 plus 2.
I can knock back a healing potion and come if people want me to come. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were talking about me. That's fine.
If you hold the line, it might be better because you could repel the undead more than anyone can here.
Hey, but I'm also
but if you run into undead in there, which you're going to want his help.
No, I'm the man that none of you really want, so you can rob graves and steal shit and all that kind of bollocks. But
to be fair, I did that with you right there.
Same.
I've been
at the end of the day, I'm still your best bet of everybody making it out. The least of this excursion probably alive. So,
very well.
Loic,
so
Bella, myself, anyone else coming with?
Big Arri.
Yeah.
Patrick, did you want to come with? We've got 4. No?
No, let's not take Otti just because of that.
Rennas, so you staying or are you going?
I'm happy to stay if you think you'll be okay without me. I will stay and hold the line.
If that's the case, try and climb up one of those trees, hide, and just pick some off as you can.
Sold. That's my wheelhouse.
Okay, I think I should just
So, Verity, Laurabeth and I, we will attempt to harry some of the forces if you could provide backup to make sure that their eyes stay on us. The rest of you, and Otti, you're strong. You're exceptionally well. You're skilled. I saw what you did with that Minotaur earlier. It was very, very impressive. I'll be relying on you on the front lines. Is that acceptable?
Yeah, all right.
Is there anyone like to get a bit of a higher platform? Because if I can see over the horde, I can aim towards the back of them and try and make them.
You could possibly try to climb one of those trees with Rennas.
I can help you up this tree with me.
I'd be happy to assist you in that matter.
Okay.
Yeah, get up in that tree.
Yeah, and we can tree sit together.
All right. So I want you to just make a. This would be a dexterity check because Raphael's going to take care of the hard work.
Just the dexterity, yeah?
Yeah. So you can maintain balance going up there. Alright, so it takes you a couple of fumbling minutes, but you are able to get up there eventually.
I don't need to be too high, I just need to be able to see over the crowd to get behind them with my attacks, because 240 foot...
I would say you now have... Alright, so I'd say you have a heightened sense of the area around you, so you can just about see over the rooftops to more rooftops, but you can't see the streets behind those rooftops.
Can I see in the direction these guys are about to start heading and be like...
you can see where they're going for a majority part, but once they get behind the buildings, you will lose sight of them because they'll be on street level.
I just wanted to see if I could see anyone, if they were going to run into any zombies that way.
More likely they'll be running into ghasts, because the ghasts are currently on the rooftops in that area.
Oh.
Ew!
It's fine.
Let's make it happen.
If only we had tongue sticker.
What would we do without tongue sticker?
Well, I mean,
A lot, I'd
the
imagine.
ghasts have got long tongues, so stick their tongues.
It's almost as if it was made for a
stealth
purpose.
enough.
So, those of you who are going, can I get stealth checks, please?
This is where we fail.
Plus 10 to them all.
Okay.
Alright. That's good. Okay, so with Arri's assistance, you're able to slink to the shadows and keep as silent as possible. Meanwhile, Lorabith, Otti, and Raphael start making a hell of a lot of noise from the area you just came from. So I'm just going to use Korgrin's token for where you guys are going. So you're going that way. So, Verity and Rennas, can you two roll d20s for me, please?
Verity is singing like that song from The Lion King. If you're hungry for a big and fat and juicy meat, eat my buddy here, Rennas, because he is a tree.
You should be a bard.
What song is this? I've seen The Lion King. I have no idea what you're talking about.
If you're aching, yup.
Alright, so between the both of you, I'd say you'll probably take down about 10 ghasts on the rooftops. Clearing the way very, very much so for Korgrin and the rest of them. So, whereas some of them may have noticed him, you take care of those ones, clearing the way. Meanwhile, Otti, Lorabeth, and Raphael are creating a lot of noise to distract the rest of it on the floor. That does bring over more hordes, however.
Hi, hordes.
Love that.
I just yelled to the group, can you bring me back to Mail?
Alright, so Korgrin's group, you guys are heading to the Lonely Behir, is that right?
Yes.
Is it a
Alright, so
tavern
you're able to
or someone else, by the way? Just to double check what it was.
The Lonely Behir is an inn.
Okay.
Right, so you're able to get there. Alright. So I'm just bringing your tokens over to the next map. So you guys are now up to the front gates, or the front entrance of the Lonely. Alright, so Loic, you go up to the door. It's not locked. Do you open it?
Can I try to open it silently and just like peek like an inch inside?
Alright, what's your current stealth?
With the plus 10, it's 22.
22, okay. Can you make a perception check for me, please?
Oh. Receiving.
No. 16, okay. So, having a look inside, looks like there is currently a roaring fire happening that has burned through its fire guard and could potentially spread if not attended to. There are, from what you can see, 4 zombies in there. And a couple of those ghasts. That's all you could see just through peeking in.
I've relayed that information to the party. We should probably get in there before the fire starts to catch the establishment and then attaching buildings down.
There were tables in there with spilt food and ale. So.
We want to go in through the front, or do you guys want to try to like maybe get through a window or something?
I think we should just go in.
Yeah, just go in through the front.
I'll send.
Oh.
Okay, so the moment you step through.
Oh, hello.
Go get him, Bella. I'll stay back here.
Okay, can I get initiative from you 4, please?
You say I'm in, but I don't want to stand on someone else's token.
No worries.
You're in.
Oh my.
Oh, did I select my token?
Oh,
I didn't. Lovely. Let me roll again
right,
anyway.
so -2 for them.
Dang it.
That is 15 for the zombies.
It should be 13 for me.
Well, looks like we're up cut out for us.
13 for them. For the ghasts, they have a +3 to this.
Somebody hit the...
That's 8 for the ghasts. And then it's +2. Natural 20 for the whites.
Poop.
And then that guy gets a +2. 8.
Don't like the sound of that guy.
That boy.
All right, so
That boy. Oh, shit,
as soon as you step in, you all have a quick look around you. There are zombies in there. There are ghasts that are currently feasting on small animals that immediately know you go for the attack. There are whites that are currently behind the tavern at the moment, or the bar. They notice you and they immediately duck down. You're basically looking around. There is another undead-looking individual with grey skin, but he's not. He doesn't look like a zombie or a skeleton or even a white. He just looks like a grey-skinned man with black hair, sunken, but he definitely. His eyes look at you momentarily, and then he vanishes behind the door. Okay, so top of the round is going to be the whites. Let me change up the music.
To get pinned.
Okay, so they will immediately take 2 shots at the closest 2 people. So that'll be 2 shots on Bellatrix and 2 shots on Loic. 2 hit and a hit on Bellatrix. Miss and a miss. So 2 hits on Bellatrix. So it'll be 2d8 plus 4. So it's 17 points of damage against you, Bellatrix.
Okay.
All right, Korgrin, you're up. As they duck down, they're now considered to have half cover.
Would I have spotted the grey, sunken-eyed, black-haired man?
Yes.
Would I know what it is?
Go ahead and make a religion check.
Because things described like that generally don't bode well.
You have an idea, but if it is what you think it is, it's not good. You think Revenant.
Or
no.
Can I scan around the room and just go, I'm using one, and kind of fuck a beating heart in the air and divine flame it?
Yep, okay. So let's have a look at the actual specifics of the item. Stop coughing, Millie. I've already got enough cough. Alright, so, yeah, okay. That affects everybody in the room. Alright, so they need to make con saves. DC of 19. So, this is for the zombies.
That is a crazy high DC, surely. I'm not complaining in any way, shape, or form, but
all right. So the zombies have got +3 to this. So no, the zombies immediately fall inert. They are not dead; they are just inert. So, for all intents and purposes, they are eliminated. Okay, now for the whites. They have got +3 to their con as well.
Oh.
So they succeed. So they are only stunned for... Can you roll a d4 for me, please?
Okay. Oh, fuck my life.
They are stunned for 1 round. Now I need to do the ghasts. They have no bonuses to this. Oh, sorry, I need to click the once. That is a fail. They would fall inert, but they are not. They're high enough in CR to resist the effect. So can you roll 2d4 for me, please? Alright, so they are stunned for 5 rounds.
Unless you want to take it separately, and that's a 4 and a 1, but 5 is fine with me.
No, 2d4, as in, like, that's how many
combined
rounds they're being stunned for.
Okay.
So, I'll keep in mind that the Ghasters are done for 5, and the Whites are only done for 1. That is your action, Korgrin.
Yep, that's me done for the turn.
Okay, so, zombies are inert. Bellatrix, you're up.
Okay. Should I try and go in the room where the dude was?
You want to stay... If that's what I think it is, you want to stay as far away from that thing as possible.
Okay.
We want it in and out of this place while we can.
I am going to... The Whites are more likely to have the orbs, aren't they? So I'm going to try and stab this one.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 40 is your maximum movement. You'll have to dash to get over there.
Oh, wait, how far was I? I didn't even measure, you're right.
Yeah.
I was like,
sorry. 70 feet, 75 feet away from you, but you can attack them within 60 feet, so you can dash and get there. But that'll be your round.
I'm not going to dash and get there because they're going to come back. So in that case, I'm going to go for... Oh, it's too far. They got cover.
They have half cover.
I would rather attack something I know I'm going to be able to hit.
The Ghasts do not have cover.
Yeah, I'm going to go for this dude.
Okay.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
So, he's paralysed. That means you have... Let me just check the specifics, but I think it's an automatic crit if you hit.
That's what happened to me when I was paralysed.
Yeah, paralysis counts as incapacitated for all intents and purposes.
So that'll hit him. So this is an instant crit.
Yeah, so he's actually... Yeah, there's...
Oh.
Oof.
Sorry.
Oof. So that's 18 plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 23 points of damage against that Ghast. You get up to him and you cut off its arm. It's still standing stunned, but yeah, you did a hell of a lot of damage to him.
Okay, I will attack again. I'm assuming that hits. Yeah,
yes, it does. Roll damage.
Okay.
So 6 plus 5, so that's 11 points of damage. Oof. You cut off the other arm, and he's barely just standing with 1 HP.
Wow. He's armless now. I'm going to try again.
He has a ton. And yet with that, you spin the glaive around several times and you cut off its head. Don't need to roll damage. He's dead.
Okay, that's me done.
Okay. So, next up is him.
Do I know if the heart would have had an effect?
You have no idea.
Oh, I've separated myself. Great.
Right. Ghast's turn. They're stunned. Loic, you're up. Where's Loic gone?
Sorry about that.
Done. Oh, he's back.
There's something, but I have time. Alright. I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna try to blast this bad boy behind the counter.
Right, you have advantage on it. You do. It's not an instant critical hit because you're not within 5 feet of him.
It's a crit if he crits.
But you fucking git. You.
He's like, yeah, well.
Right, that's a critical hit.
It's not a critical hit unless you critical hit.
Maximum fucking damage. 24 points of damage against him. Fuck.
Yes.
So you blow a sizable chunk of his torso off. You can see the inner workings of his organs. It doesn't look good at all. So roll for your second attack. He's still standing.
Coming right up.
He's pushed 10 feet back, so he wouldn't go into the bar, so he's on the bar. That is, you can roll that advantage. He's still.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
What?
That doesn't look right to me.
A few things wrong with that, yeah.
What'd you do?
Maximum damage again. With that, we blow a chunk of its torso off. It gets blasted back into the counter. You throw another one, and this one explodes its head. Just falls down to the ground without.
As a good effort, Loic, I'm going to stay away from you more often because apparently you do better when I'm not there.
Yeah.
All right, Arrabella, it's your turn.
Because there's literally nothing for me to kill, and I can't get close enough to the bar. Am I able to?
But you can see the whites. You can see the whites. They just have half cover.
Oh, that's.
You're also stunned,
isn't it?
so you're half cover is +2 to AC.
That's right. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll go here then, which I think I can do.
Yeah.
20, yeah. And I will. Are they within 5 feet of each other? One's kind of straddling a square.
Sorry, let me.
Can I? I'll go for this one first.
Okay.
Do I get advantage because they're stunned?
Yes, that's alright. It's not an instant crit though.
That's fine. So
It's not within 5 feet of him.
Oh, I didn't roll with advantage. Oh, I hit. I'll take it.
Okay, that is a hit. Roll damage. 3
3.
points of damage.
Cool. And then I'll go Horde Breaker.
Critical hit.
How do I do that?
You guys are just
Roll
killing
damage
me at
and
the
then
moment.
just double the dice.
Okay, so roll 1d8 plus 3, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
+3.
That's
2.
And
Last
then
roll.
I get a +2 for my proficiency?
no, not for damage.
Oh, I'm losing my mind. Okay.
So it's 4, 8 plus 3, so that's 11 points of piercing damage against that.
Okay, then second attack, I'll go back to my original one. And I'll try again.
Okay,
Try again.
that's a hit. Roll damage.
And again. Over and over again. Coming back.
Hit against him.
Forever.
Yep. Yeah, so that's that amount of damage done to him. Can you do Horde Breaker twice in a round?
If you let me, I imagine I can. But
If
I've
the rules
never
say
asked.
no, then
It just says when you make a weapon attack, you can make an additional attack on a creature within 5 foot of the target and within
well,
range
then
of your
yeah,
weapon.
I would say yeah, you can do it because there's no rule saying
Then
you
I'll
can't do it.
do it again. Oh,
Nice.
does that hit anyway?
that's a
Is there any
hit.
point?
Okay.
Very. Once
Alright, so-
on each of your turns.
Yeah, 4 arrows go flying from
Better
Arabella's
take
bow.
them away from my inventory.
I believe you now have fire resistance, don't you?
Yes, definitely,
That's-
because I
there's a
haven't
4
missed a shot for a
How
while.
many hit? Well, that's 4 hits you've just done. How many hits are you on at the moment?
Well, I stopped counting after my last 10, but
Oh, yeah. So
done
yeah,
5.
that's okay. I didn't realise that you still had it. So yeah. So you're basically still on fire. You've been on fire like the entire time,
Just a walk-in fireball.
basically. Yeah. Okay. There go.
Just as a heads
Right,
up,
so-
Jack, being that
Yeah.
guy, Horde Breaker once on each of your turns.
Oh,
All right.
sorry, I read
Thank
it
you.
from my character sheet rather than the PHP. I don't have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just went and looked it up as well, and I was about to comment on it. Unfortunately,
It is their
Sorry.
turn. They are frustrated by this, so they're going to jump over the thing.
Stuns end on their turn, thank you very much.
Oh yeah, you son of a bitch. They're no longer stunned. It's the end of their turn. Korgrin, you're up.
Whatever this thing is.
Moradin's very angry with you at the moment. Moradin's very angry with you at the moment.
Hey, we give the good rules.
Jack,
and
you
the
are
bad
not
rules
Moradin.
to them.
What's the distance? 5. I just need to check distance on the Sacred Flame.
The Sacred Flame is 120 feet.
Guess we'll find out. 60 feet.
60 feet. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You can move,
So,
that won't be an issue.
Yeah. So I will move 5, 10, 15, 20. Am I close enough? One step
Just
forward.
out.
60. Dexterity saving throw from this fella, please.
Fella. Okay, he
DC
has a plus
13.
2 to this. Plus 2 to this. That's
Saved.
safe. No damage. It lasts.
I mean, I'll take a missed turn over 2d8 radiant damage.
Alright. Zombies are inert. Bellatrix, you're up. So you've just finished decapitating the ghast in front of you.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to try and sling the alarm car. Let me just...
They're not in cover because they can't be in... they weren't ducking down when paralyzed, essentially. So they're not... Basically, when you're paralyzed, you're not able to make use of your environment, I'd say.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Well, that's the kind of environment that doesn't naturally give you enhancements unless you're using it, and they can't use it if they're paralyzed. So, but yeah.
Next to you guys, and then I'm gonna sling the alarm. This one.
That's a
first.
hit. Roll damage. That's that hits. Roll damage.
Yeah.
Not a lot. It's a magical one though, isn't it?
It is indeed.
All right. So, boom. You hear a sickening crack, which is probably the side of the skull. Still standing.
I'll try again.
That's another hit. Roll damage. Boom, boom. Yep, you split his skull open a little bit. Blood oozing down his face. It looks angry.
Lovely.
Okay. Here's go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ghasts are dead. Loic, you're up. Loic.
I think he's
Stop
going to
watching.
get pizza.
Stop watching football. Alright, we'll go with Arrabella.
I see them. Are they like cowering behind?
No, they were paralyzed, so therefore they couldn't make use of the cover on their round.
Alright. Gonna ping him.
Ballsy.
Getting too close to that door.
Oh no.
Bad juju there, my friend. Bad juju.
That is a hit.
I have exorcised the demons. This house is clear.
9 points of force damage against it. Not bad. Okay, second attack.
I would quote Boondocks, but I feel like that's probably inappropriate right now.
Boondocks is a very good show.
Very heavy on language, though. Certain
Yes.
words.
I'd never quote the show, but I really enjoy the show.
If we are planning on uploading these to YouTube, that will get us demonetized instantly.
The part where he's on the bed and he's like, read!
That's my turn after.
Okay, no, so yeah, he can't be blasted back anymore. You just constantly blast him into the wall behind him. Did not like that. Okay, Arrabella, you're up.
Okay, so I will forfeit Hordebreaker on this round because I used it when I shouldn't have on the last one.
Thank you.
So I will Fiend Bow 1, and then I shall use my second attack on Tether. Is that one I hit?
That's a hit. That's a hit as well, yep.
Fab.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I do apologise for that. I don't have my PHB on me, so I just read off my character sheet, and it's
That's
clearly
absolutely fine.
much more abbreviated.
So you don't feel the effects of the sword of the bow are having much effect against the creature, not without any radiance. All right, their turn. Okay, right, it's the White's turn. So they are going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 30. Right. Coming closer to you. They are going to fire 2 shots. 2 at Loic. Miss. Hit. 1d8 plus 2. That's 7 points of damage against you, Loic. And then the next 2 shots, they're going for Bellatrix. 1, 2. So that's 2 hits, 1 crit. Right, so the first hit is 6 points of damage. The second hit, 18 points of damage.
Oh no. I think I'm unconscious.
That's looking rough.
I think I'm unconscious. Yeah, I'm unconscious by 1 point.
Okay, so Bellatrix is peppered with arrows and she falls to the floor.
Yeah, I'm feeling
Alright.
sleepy.
Korgrin, you're up.
Bonus action healing word. 1d4 plus 2.
So you have 6 hit points, Bellatrix.
Thank you, pal.
Spellcasting ability modifier, yeah, plus 2. So that's 6 in total, and then take a
25
step.
feet. It's 25 feet towards them.
Yeah.
Or 30.
Oh yeah, of course, because I'm occupying the space.
Yeah.
So I will go there, and I will
So
make
you
a...
jump over the table, get into close to them, swinging your axe, your warhammer at them. That is a miss. It sees you coming and just deflects the blow away with his own long sword. Okay, zombies are down. Bellatrix, you are on the floor. You just briefly lost consciousness, but you're back on your feet.
Okay, I am gonna get up. So I'll stand up. Is it a action or bonus action to take a potion? Action.
Bonus action.
Bonus
action to take a potion. Some people say it's an action, but I disagree. So.
Bonus action, take a potion then. So that's 2d4 plus 2.
Yep.
So much better than my fucking 5 earlier.
Okay.
Alright, so you're back up to 15. Cool, not bad.
There we go. And then I'm gonna sling the alarm at that one.
That one, okay. That's a hit, roll damage. 7 points of magical blood. Did not like that. Okay, second attack.
Do it again to the same one.
Critical.
Oh.
Nice.
What do I roll?
Same, and then just double the dice roll.
1d4.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna roll it manually because it always fucks up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There we go.
So that's 8 points of magical bludgeoning. So this one takes off his nose. And now he's just got a gaping hole where his nose was. Well, he didn't have much of a nose anyway, but now he's got an even bigger hole. So.
Alright, take a step back. Actually, how far could I move? About 20 feet. Yeah, about there.
20. 5.
Oh
30.
no.
Okay. They're dead. Loic, you're up.
I do not like not knowing where this fucker is. I am genuinely terrified of this man.
That is just a hit on the lower one. Oh,
Wow!
maximum damage. And with that, you fire the Eldritch Blast. It catches him in the chest, blows him backwards, and his limbs and head just blast apart from the effect.
Again, I'm gonna stand on the table and then target the next one.
Yep. That
Miss.
one's a miss. So you fire it a large bit, just hits into the table behind it, blasting a good chunk of it off.
That's it for me.
Okay. Arrabella, you're up.
I am gonna move there because that should hopefully take me out of any 30. Like, not that he's gonna come after me, but it should take me out of his reach. And
Works.
I'm going firebow, fiend bow. Technically, it's a firebow.
Also stepping closer to the door.
That's a hit. More
I
damage.
don't know how that's a bad thing.
Zombie door.
Zombie door's here.
So,
No, yeah, that's the door
you
you
get
came
it.
in.
You get it in the. You get it in the shoulder. It's still standing.
Don't know what's outside.
Second attack.
Oh no! Don't dead. Open inside.
Don't dead open inside.
Jesus Christ, Arri! Stop with the crits.
So
You've got crits every round this fight.
Yeah, seems fair to me.
Stop it. Seriously.
I think I deserve them. I definitely deserve it.
So that is
I roll crits every round too, just crit ones.
On the opposite end of the spectrum.
So it just grabs the arrow and just like takes it out and just snaps it in half.
Need to remember to take my arrows down.
That's your go. Right, it is his turn. So Korgrin, he's going to focus all of his attacks on you. So the first hit.
Oh.
18 to hit.
Yes.
Oh, you're 19. Fuck, you're 19.
Mm-hmm.
Second attack.
Can hit.
That's a hit. Whether this one was his longsword attack, not his life drain, I'll be fair about that. They generally reach out with I can choose which one, but I generally go with the first one. So it's only going to be 1d10. Plus, yeah. It's 2 on this. Minus 3. So 7 points of slashing damage against you.
Okay.
Alright. Your turn.
Tit for tat. I will mark off my health 1 moment. That is 16. Bonk.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
Bonk.
Your Warhammer is just a regular Warhammer, is it? And +1.
Oh, +1.
Is it that magical or?
Yes, magical. It's the one I bought off Wade.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that is 9. So you cause some tremendous damage into his torso as it just sort of keels over a little bit. He's down on one knee, but he's looking up at you with dead, hating eyes.
Keep your fucking eyes to yourself. And that's it. I won't bonus action anything.
Alright, Bellatrix, you're up.
I will move. I'll move around him to there.
Okay.
Ring the alarm.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
Yeah.
And with that, vroom, 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 it goes straight into the skull and explodes it, showering Korgrin in a display of skull and bone matter.
Sorry.
Well, it's where, it's simple physics. Where she threw it from to where you are now standing, that's where you get sprayed. Okay, so.
If your god didn't want you to be covered in blood, your god would have protected you. So you can just only assume this is Moradin's will.
Okay.
Show you Moradin's will.
You are now out of combat.
I want to go up to this door. Anything that's sentient enough to be afraid of us is important.
Oh, you mistake planning for fear, my friend.
I was gonna say check the whites before we go anyway.
Yeah, I am grabbing and running.
I'm a big fan of Loic's attitude.
The whites do not have any orbs.
I'm going through the door as soon as possible.
Oh, okay, bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay.
So
New character next session, mate.
So you open the door, and the corridor before you is empty.
Okay.
You guys want to walk down this corridor with me?
Not yet.
Fine, let him.
I'll go. He gets his pass without trace with me, so.
Damn it.
Well, you guys are not stealthing at the moment.
Can we stealth?
Loic, wasn't there a dream about a corridor?
Loic, do you want to stealth with me?
Let's do it.
This is where you get a crit 1, isn't it?
It's 20 on stealth for Arri.
Wow.
It's only me that gets a crit one, you're fine.
18 on stealth for Loic. Very good. And Bellatrix and Korgrin, what are you guys doing at the moment?
I'm just Korgrin, like, I don't want to go.
I'm getting bad vibes from that fella. If he's smart enough to slink away, then I don't want anything to do with him. In the meantime, I'd like to be checking for floorboards that have the false seal.
Go ahead and make an investigation check, please.
I ask for Moradin's guidance, or have I pissed him off too much?
Moradin's really annoyed at the moment, but he will help out because he doesn't like undead.
Oh, that's fantastic then. So, investigation, correct?
Yes.
Oh, fuck me.
Moradin's guidance is not going to help you. I mean, crit 4 on Moradin guidance. Moradin really tried to help, and you're just shit.
Yeah, Moradin did try to help out, but unfortunately, you can't. I mean, you have a look around, you knock on the floorboards, boom, 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 but nothing strikes out as out of the ordinary or where a trapdoor could be.
Looking for any doors.
In the meantime, then.
Alright, so there is. So every time. I'm not sure if you can see very well on the map, but where you see a little gold handle there, that's a door.
Hurry, I'm gonna open it. And I open it.
Okay. So.
I'm sticking close.
While that's going on, I'll try and put out the flames that have become a bit wild.
Oh, true. I'll give you a hand.
Can I investigation this room?
The room appears to be empty. Go ahead and make an investigation check. You can roll at advantage because I would say Loic is helping if you want.
Why not? Like, hopefully my 21 is something. But you never know, I could crit.
If the 21's a bad roll, I mean, you know, you'll be laughing.
21's the good roll.
Let's say the 21.
You have a good look around this room for I'd say probably about half a minute, but nothing strikes out to you as undeady or orby or anything like that.
And I assume I see nothing shiny either.
Yeah. No. So, Loic, as you're going further down, you can see that the door here is currently open.
Does this look anything like my vision, like the same hallway?
No.
This door is open?
Yes.
I'm gonna mage. Let's say, Arrabella, stand back by me, and I'm gonna try to mage hand the door open.
It is open. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, gotcha.
It's a jar.
Oh, gotcha.
It's not
it's not a door.
I'm gonna try to see what's in it.
Okay, you get one attack as this creature comes lunging out at you. That is a hit. That's 5 points of damage against you, Loic. You two now have reactions against this zombie that comes clawing out at you, swiping Loic with his short sword. That's a hit.
I'll do mine first before you blast it away.
That is a miss, Loic.
Damn it.
So 8 points of damage. So with that, the skull shatters on the impact of that, and it falls down to the ground.
Can I investigate the room?
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation.
Do you want advantage with me helping you?
That'd be great. I'm assuming we're helping each other throughout the entire thing.
I say you guys are constantly in a state of assistance at the moment. All right, so with that, can you go ahead and roll a D100 for me, please, Loic?
Okay, number 7.
Okay. You find yourself 14 copper pieces in the chest.
Time to retire, guys.
It's more than I've ever had. I suppose we should keep going.
Left or right?
So, stop right there. You can see the door here is currently open as well. And there is a crack in the door over here.
Oh. Can I make a perception check to see if I hear anyone moving around anywhere?
Yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check. Both of you can make it, to be honest. You wouldn't be assisting each other on this. This is just what you personally both hear.
I can hear a little bit more.
You can hear scratching coming from inside this room here.
And you said there's a door here and a door here, and they're both open?
The door on this one is cracked open very slightly. The door here is open. Inside seems to be open.
Take the situation.
The bed, despite what the artwork looks like, the bed is currently covered in gore and blood.
I guess I do with advantage if I'm...
Yeah, you
anyone
got me
here,
helping
Jack?
you. Yeah.
Okay. OBRB.
That's some awesome investigation skills there, Loic.
Oh, fucking clues level investigation.
You can't find anything of use.
Let's keep going down. Let's go down.
Hold on.
Is this fire put out yet?
Okay. Yeah, I'd say with you two working together, you can stem the actual spread of the fire, so it's contained for now.
Teamwork.
Okay. Arrabella and Loic, you hear a very small skittering sound. Going here.
Can I identify that as rats?
Sounds a lot heavier than rats.
Okay.
Should we do from here, Arrabella? You have the instincts as the ranger.
See, like...
Pick up the knife and put blood on it.
The instincts as Arrabella want to keep going.
You do or don't?
I do.
Keep going.
But at the same time, I'm fully
this
aware...
is what Arrabella would do.
Yes, but at the same time, Arrabella is fully aware that she has no effect, really, on the undead, and all we've been facing in this town is undead.
You gotta find this guy. If he is smart enough to run away, then he's gonna be important. I think so.
You hear a massive loud door going, like a crashing of a door.
Can I go a bit up the hallway and kind of do a loud whisper of to Korgrin?
You didn't catch that.
You cut out.
Whisper was too quiet.
You come in all what? In a very harsh whisper.
Oh yeah, we're just putting out the flame that's threatening to burn the building.
You've done it. Come on.
Use your head.
Well, you used yours. Let's go.
Can I get perception checks from Loic and Arrabella, please? This is not to do with hearing.
What's it to do with me?
Oh my god.
That's a perceptive pair of friends we've got down there.
Indeed.
High five.
Let's keep going, guys.
All right.
Wait, I don't see anything. It should be good to go.
How do you guys want
Can't
to
see
do?
anything. Clearly, nothing's there. Can I be right back? Because I really need to go and use the ladies' room.
So
Yeah,
this isn't on her now, so whatever happens isn't her fault.
Alright, so whilst you guys are there, Bellatrix and Korgrin, you two definitely heard a massive crash of a door slamming down that corridor. You can see Arrabella looking around rather frantically. You can't see Loic at the moment.
I really, just before we go, give this room one last Orby look over, because I do not want to go down this corridor.
Go ahead and make an investigation check with advantage, because Bellatrix is helping.
Fuck me. Oof.
You have a quick look around, but there's nothing really here that's of use to you.
We gotta do it. Let's go.
The crates over here looks like they're full of cured meats.
Oh, let's snatch some of that.
All those cured meats will get us through that force field.
Yeah, just lobbing meat at it.
Loic, you hear some scratching on the door right behind you.
So just for essay, we have a door here, a door here, then here.
Bellatrix, if I heal you up, are you willing to rage and go in?
The door here is open, and the door here looks like that was the one that was slammed. It's currently on its hinges.
Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna wait for Arrabella just because I don't want to make a decision, and then like have our characters get fucked and have it come back on me.
Kill things! Charge!
Bellatrix, Korgrin, what are you guys doing?
I am healing Bellatrix before we proceed. Second level, cure wounds.
Thank you.
Okay.
1d8. When you cast a spell using spell slot of second level or higher, 1d8.
Okay.
You gain 13 hit points.
Thank you.
I hope it works, because I'm running low now. We've been in this town for far too long.
Yeah, I still only have 28. But
we have scratching from the door I'm at. Looking down a corridor, I see a large metal door that looks like it was just slammed. It looks like there's an open door here.
I didn't like that noise.
Is this noise coming from, supposedly?
Make a perception
It's
check,
just
Bellatrix.
Jack's quite excited.
Korgrin and Bellatrix, go ahead and make perception checks.
Bella's really scared.
Okay. Korgrin,
Mm-hmm.
you don't see anything. Bellatrix, you were looking around, trying to pinpoint the source of this
It's above us.
horrific noise. And your eyes glance upwards towards
Yep.
the ceiling.
Yep, there it is. I always look
And
up.
just above Arrabella, you see some humanoid individual that seems to be clawing upside down to the ceiling. Its head is twisted in insane proportions to its body. The spinal cord looks like completely shattered in so many places. It's twisted in it's twisted in places that no creature should be able to twist. And it's looking directly at Arrabella.
Can I swing the alarm at it?
Does it look like the same thing that we saw before?
There's
Huh?
panic.
It's not the same guy we saw before it, right?
As you go to...
Technically, we can't be surprised, so.
No, he's not surprising you.
Oh,
Are you gonna point it up to it, like, kind of shakily, so we can all see it?
Oh, definitely you would see Bella's just like...
So you point around and see Bella just with a horrified look of horror in her face as you turn around and slowly look up, and you see this creature clawing at the top of the ceiling, looking down at you all. It drops down to the ground. Boom! And it's facing you, Arrabella. It's not making any other movements. It's just staring at you. Like, it's a good 3-4 feet taller than you. Looks like whatever it was human, but it's long since died. His skin has gone ashen and grey. The body that was snapped in several places as it hung to the ceiling sort of snapped back into place, and it's sort of just kind of shifting its weight ever like a few inches closer towards you. And now you don't know what to make of this situation, but fear is a very natural reaction to this, whatever this is, as it's so close to you. It's at least a few inches away as it leans a little bit closer.
Am I rolling anything? Because I've got advantage against being frightened.
No, it's not trying to frighten you.
Okay.
It's just...
Can I just go, well, you're a creepy little beastie, ain't you?
You hear the clattering of teeth. You smell like her.
Like who?
The one who killed me! And it bursts away. It jumps to the ceiling and claws itself away. Are you guys going to do anything?
I make a whole person.
Could I have hit?
You can certainly try. Are you casting whole person, Loic?
I want to. Yep.
Okay. What do I have to save against that?
You have to save on a wisdom saving throw, or be paralyzed for a minute.
He's got +6 to this.
I believe it's 14 you need to beat.
That's a 23 to save.
Oh fuck, he's gone. Rip my spell slot. Alright.
Okay.
50% of my spell slot's gone. Shoot him! I don't know.
Alright, so Bellatrix, were you going to attack him?
Seems upset at whoever killed him, obviously. I mean, we should at least follow him.
Yeah, it's fleeing, so probably...
While he was given this creepy display, would I have noticed if he had an orb in him?
Go ahead and make an investigation check. He had several orbs on him.
Oh, fuck my life! Like we're going after him, yes.
Korgrin, you have an action as it's running away.
Yeah.
I'll try and trip it with my hammer and just like catch a leg and hit it from the ceiling, some shit like that.
Well, it jumped to the ceiling, so you'd have to hit it in midair.
Alright, let's try.
If you're just telling me to do an attack roll, then I'll just do an attack roll.
Yeah, do an attack roll. So that will hit it. Go ahead and roll damage.
Which is magical as well.
I'm gonna try and mute. pin it to the ceiling with my arrows. I'll use my attack to do it. I'm just going to go on mute a sec while I call my mum.
Okay.
Would this be an opportunity attack?
Yeah, if you want it to be.
Do I want it to be?
He's got several orbs. He's the one we want.
If he's not willing to kill us,
you swing Bellatrix, but he's too quick. He's already gone by the time your weapon gets to there. Korgrin, you hit his leg as he's jumping up, and I would go ahead and roll a d4 for me, please. Oh, lucky you. I have to roll something now.
I don't even know what I'm rolling supposedly to be lucky for.
Well, there were several things that could have happened, and okay, luck's with you. As you hit him, you actually catch the scuff of one of the orbs dangling from its tunics, and it falls off, and it smashes on the ground.
Oh, that's not good. Because
everyone who's by the barrier itself goes, and it ceases to be, and now you can all see the church and the shack ahead of you. The barrier, the orb is gone.
Run.
Let's go.
So as it gets to there, it jumps down to the ground, looks back at you, and just you. It points at you, Arrabella. You are next. When she's dealt with. Runs away.
Guessing my arrow didn't pin it to the ceiling then.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Can you roll damage? Well, roll to attack.
Yep.
But no, it wouldn't. I would say it wouldn't have pinned it, but the damage could. Actually, that wouldn't have even hit. So.
Okay, that's cool.
No, so you do fire, boom, but it's too quick. Into the hole.
Oh, we've just let Okay, whatever. Let's go.
A bit interested why this guy's just not outright attacking us.
Because it's going after someone else.
Korgrin,
It's too afraid of me.
now that you've seen it up close, go ahead and make another religion check with advantage, please.
See, if I didn't have Pass Without a Trace cast, I'd totally go Hunter's
A
Mark.
wee bit of guidance, please, Dad.
If you want.
Maybe that DC 15?
16. Very good. So, Korgrin, as you've seen it up close, and you've seen it speak, the way it moved, the way it just acted, you know very well.
It's your mum.
That creature was a revenant. A revenant forms from the soul of a mortal who met a cruel and undeserving fate. It claws its way back into the world to seek revenge against the one who wronged it. It resembles a zombie, but it is not a zombie.
It could have potentially been helping us.
Do we reckon the Grace met an undeserved fate?
Instead of lifeless eyes, its eyes burned with resolve and flair. It's a ghastly thing. It hungers for revenge more than anything else. And you know they only have a limited time to do it. They can only exist for 1 year to exact their revenge.
Probably not.
It always knows where its adversary is at all times.
But
it knows the distance between them, and it knows if its adversary dies or not.
So I smelt like her.
Yeah.
Coming for you next.
And it said a revenant focuses on one. If it has multiple targets, a revenant focuses on one at a time. So by it saying you're next, it means once it's killed its current target, it will be coming for you. And nothing will stop it. Even if you destroy a revenant, it reforms 24 hours later. No person in history has ever been able to stop a revenant.
Until now.
Until the only thing they can do is run and hope it never catches them until its time runs out.
Here's hoping that it's been around for 364 days.
Get the
Okay.
feeling it has.
So, what are you guys going to do?
Check
Would
out
we have
down here.
reverberations of the barrier breaking?
Yeah, it was a loud event.
Can we not dawdle? We just leave, please.
If we know the barriers down there, yeah.
Done what we
Arri is
came
just
for.
going to be stuck in her mind because, as far as Arri is concerned, aware, Grace is dead.
Might not be Grace.
Then who?
You kind of affiliated yourself with that blade, didn't you? Let's go.
Yeah, kind of a grab by the forearm and dragging out the door.
Alright, so you
That's fine.
make your way out into the Greenfold village. Now, the party at the gate, once the barrier came down, the undead seemed to move in a lot closer, and you had to withdraw very, very quickly. And it was only until you got right up into the gate itself that they actually stop again. So you guys are now on this side. However, Verity and Rennas, you guys are still stuck up in the tree. They're there at the moment.
I mean, you say stuck, I say, in perfect position to assassinate people.
Over the course of the 10 minutes the other group has been away, the vast majority of the hordes have come up, and now there are quite literally hundreds of skeletons and zombies outside those gates. So I would say Raphael and Lorabith would take the initiative on this. And they would ask you for assistance on this, Otti, but they would actually run over to this side to make as much noise as possible and distract them. So can I get a Constitution check from you, Otti, just to see how loud you can be and how much you can endure it?
Well, I can be very loud. I'm from London.
Oh, trust me, I know.
I am very gobby. Just normal Constitution.
Yes. Lorabith.
I mean, that's a lie.
Lorabith is loud, but not as loud as Otti. But Otti is not as loud as Raphael, who is screaming his heart out. Apparently just sort of working off some frustrations that he's aged by 10 years magically in this encounter.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that's fair. That pissed me
Meanwhile,
off.
the rest of you are able to get out of the lonely bit here and notice that the vast majority of the zombies that were around there have joined the hordes. You move up there, and this is where I would say you meet up with Verity and Rennas, who are in the tree. How do you guys want to make your way towards the gate there? The majority of the hordes are there. Are you going to stealth by? Are you going to run past? Or are you going to fight your way through?
Stealth. I've still got past
sprint
Bellatrix.
if we need.
Alright, can I get stealth checks from everybody, please?
Is that including me and Verity, who were in the party they just found?
Yeah. Because
Roger.
And will that be including me, or am I off to one side for the moment?
No, you are causing the distraction that allows them to stealth past at the moment.
Cool.
Alright, that's good. That is very good. So, you take down a couple of skeletons on the way, but you're able to get to the gate and onto the other side. And now you have met up with the rest of the group, so...
Okay, just as an FYI, we've got a revenant roaming in this village somewhere. If you don't really know what that is, it's a being that's just fueled by pure
actually,
rage.
to be fair, can I get a belated perception check from Otti, Verity, and Rennas, please?
Oh dear.
Go Lorabith. On stealth for shit, but she can see everything.
So dark vision, that's why.
In the middle of
so Otti, Verity, are you alive? Is Verity asleep?
Yeah, I don't think she
I
did
think she's fallen
stealth
asleep.
either.
Potentially.
I think she's fallen asleep. That's adorable.
I'm trying to see. All I can see is like an arm, and that's it.
Yeah.
We could all yell really loudly, see if it helps.
I'm just gonna message her, just saying, I hope you're having a good sleep. She must be really tired.
It was a
I'll look forward to a response on the video when I re-upload it, and you can see us all look at the camera saying, "Is she asleep? It looks like it."
Anyone got a thunder spell just to wake her up?
Nah.
I'll just send her a message. Alright, well, while she's asleep, I will roll for her. She must be very tired, bless her.
Hey, we got the two mapsters, one on my left and one on my right. For me, the camera is flipped, so I'm technically still saying these things right. But one on my right and one on my left.
I mean, if that's Loic and Verity, then it works for me too.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the plan.
So,
yeah.
Laura, Biff, and Otti, during the confusion of when the creature of the undead were able to move distinctively closer to the church and the barrier, and you had to force your way back, there was one creepy-looking humanoid individual that snuck past and was able to get inside the church.
It's straight up got in. Fuck.
I mean, why didn't we shoot him? Damn it! I mean, I didn't see him. I didn't see him.
Because you were busy shooting as many zombies and skeletons as possible, so they didn't overwhelm the three allies on the ground.
Fine.
I mean, during this entire process, you've probably killed nigh up to 25, 30 skeletons. So, and
that only counts as one.
Yeah.
Sorry. So,
party is back together. And with Korgrin, as you described that, Laura goes, "Yeah, Revenant. Is that the creepy thing that ran past us?
Broken spine, weird kind of jittery movements.
Yeah, that was weird.
Thing is, that body may not have belonged, as far as I know, to the Revenant itself. Could just be a body it's inhabiting, or it could be something that it's put back into it's just generally degrading over time. But
she points out to the horse that are currently stuck at the fence. Look around. There are bodies everywhere.
It's got no short supply.
I mean, I say we attack the Revenant with divine damage. I'm not saying it'll do any difference, but in my head it makes sense that it would. So.
Rennas, have you ever dealt with such a creature before?
No, I'm a lowly pickpocket that lived in a tiny little village for my entire life. I've dealt with none of this shit ever in my life.
Well, I've studied them. I'm with you in the fact that I've never dealt with these kinds of creatures before. But it can't die. Its time on this plane can only end when its time runs out. You can destroy the body, but it will just come back within a day. Maybe shorter, maybe longer, it depends on the spirit. But nothing stops a Revenant.
But we can kill that body every day for 365 days, and then job done.
Oh, we just drop it in there for a year.
I appreciate the gusto. You'd make a fine knight. Revenants are especially...
Thank you! No one's ever said that to me before, strangely enough.
The Revenants are especially dangerous creatures. They are strong, and they... Many things don't affect them. It's like you can cut away at them, and they don't seem to take any damage. They regenerate. The basic damage you do to them, it seems to heal up in almost an instant. They are very, very hard to kill.
I am but a simple street pickpocket. However, when something heals when I stab it more. That's all I can go for.
Rennas, I do not see a simple street pickpocket when I look at you. I see a man who knows opportunity and is brave when it counts.
You haven't arrested him like 12 times.
You've been looking at a different man, because I don't see any of that.
You're about 50% correct. I definitely see an opportunity. Not so much for the brave stuff.
I don't know. You've had plenty of opportunities to run away today, and you haven't. You saved my life.
He'll surprise you.
You saved my life at least 3 times in the last 10 minutes, so thank you. You should have a higher opinion. You should have a higher opinion of yourself.
Arun,
So,
away.
what were the... Oh, Verity, you're awake.
Verity's alive!
Verity hear us? Like, Verity's still on mute.
She's very blurry on my cam. On my screen.
Hey, sorry, I don't know what happened.
Sleep.
I believe you fell asleep and you were very tired, so bless you, but it's okay. You've been able to get the barrier's been taken down, the Revenant got inside the church, but the party is back together.
Do we think this would be an opportune time for a short rest in Grace's shack?
I have no misgivings about taking a short rest, but time is of the essence. Every hour we waste is an hour that this Desdemonda has to complete whatever she's trying to do.
But if we're dead, then we're doing nobody any favours.
I need a short rest.
Very well.
We'll give Grace's shack once over.
Laura Buff and I will wait outside. We'll guard the area if you wish to go take a rest inside that shack, and then we'll move into the church together.
Yes,
That'd be great.
Whoop whoop!
Okay. So, the party moves up to the shack. On the outside, it looks very run down, very broken. You can see tiles of the roof have fallen off. Ivy is overgrown on it. The brick itself, they look dusty and musty and mouldy and all the kinds of stuff that you just don't want to see in a house, really. Weeds are completely overgrown. There is a small step upwards. It's kind of like a hut on a raised mound, essentially. It looks to be a one-story place. As you walk up this mound, you get to the door. It's not locked or anything. Do you guys go inside?
Does Rennas check for
Onwards and inwards.
All right.
Listen and see if there's anything inside as well before we go in.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
All of us or just Corgi?
I'm busy opening the door as he makes a perception check, so be quick.
I've done it. It's a 10.
10.
Yeah, no, I know.
You can't hear anything inside.
Rennas opens the door.
Where is that? So, you open the door, and inside, it's quite astounding, really. The inside does not match the outside, even in the slightest. It's very clean in there. There's perfect furniture, rugs, almost as if the fire was kept going, and it's a very moderate, average temperature. It's a home, essentially. It's pristine. Not a single
Verity,
bit
did you
of
clean in
damage.
here?
Not a single bit of damage is done to it.
Cute.
Turns out I've
We're
had a
going to
crossbow
resting.
a long time. I haven't realized.
So as you have a look around, you can see some chairs, you can see a bed, you can see a stack of untidy papers at the foot of that bed. Rennas in the room you're in, it looks like that was a cooking area, and some shoes were made. Yeah.
If
I'm
people
so glad I
want
found the
rest,
kitchen.
I can use 10 minutes to get
Arrabella,
magic.
you go. There is a book that has been left on that table. Do you pick it up?
Yes.
Okay. Let me put this into your journal. There you go. Right, you now have that in your journal. Korgrin, there is looks to be a children's diary on that book, on that table. Do you pick it up?
I'll have a flick through, yeah.
Bellatrix, you're beside him. Will you be reading alongside him?
Yeah, why not?
All
I'm
right,
mainly
I'll
just having a sit down as well and just.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's
okay.
this?
Let me put this into both of your journals.
Alright, I'll scooch on over to Arri. Like meh.
There you go.
Ooh.
Okay, so Verity, you head on over to those stack of papers. So no, Bellatrix. I'm sorry. I apologise. I thought you were with Korgrin's. But
she changed her mind very
I
quickly.
was, but then I got called over, so.
Yeah,
Okay,
sorry, I typed it rather than said
all
it.
right. Let me take that out of your inventory then, and
Okay.
where is it? Where's his diary? Since you haven't read it, take it away. There you go. So Arrabella calls you over. Otti, what are you doing?
Is this a fireplace here?
Yes, it is. It's not
Is
active,
the fire
but there's
on?
the fire is not on, but there is. It's acting as if there is heat generating from it.
That's weird.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to take a look at it.
Okay, make an investigation check. And Verity, you're going through these papers. Are you looking for anything in specific, or are you just trying to see what there is to see?
I'll just see what there is at the moment.
Can I get an investigation check from you, please? Loic, you jump on the bed.
Want that short rest?
Otti, you only have limited experience with your own magical abilities, but you can't tell exactly what it is, but you can tell that this fireplace, to be honest, this shack is magical.
Cool.
So, Bellatrix, Arrabella has called you over. Do you share the book with her, Bellatrix?
Yeah.
Okay, let me put this into your inventory.
Can I ask Verity to do a detect magic ritual?
I was gonna do that, but everyone just started doing stuff, so I was
Yeah.
gonna wait.
Can you do it on the
I had to explore the kitchen.
You guys are going to do a short rest, so I would say over the course while everybody's reading this stuff, you can do a detect magic ritual. This entire shack is an enchantment.
And we can do hit dice.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check, please. This is during your short rest, so basically you guys are taking an hour to do all this.
So which one's that?
7.
Arcana check, I think it was.
Yeah, an Arcana.
I mean, that's fucking shite.
Loic, not you.
19. And I'm down to fucking 1 hit dice.
Verity, it's very hard to discern what type of
My max
what
HP
magic
is.
this is. All you can really get from that is that it is very powerful and very old. Your best guess is that whatever magic is happening here keeps this place from falling to time.
Can I do another 10-minute identify on the track?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Go ahead and make another Arcana check, please. That's better. The shack itself seems to have an everlasting enchantment there to ensure time nor accident will wither it. The inscriptions used, or the weaving used, is very complex. It just goes completely over your head at all. This was done by someone who's very learned, very gifted in the arcane arts as well. But beyond that, unless you know specifically the spell that was used here, that's everything you can get out of it.
Okay. Well, for the rest of the time, I'm just going to be going through these papers slowly. Like, I know I got 3 on them, or 2 on them. But
Loic, Otti, and Rennas, what are you guys going to be doing?
I mean, kind of content just to sit back, maybe rifle through some of the possessions, see if there's anything valuable.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oh.
Yeah, nothing in the area looks particularly valuable to me, so I'm happy just to chill out and watch everyone else.
So, Loic, going around, nothing looks particularly valuable, but your eyes do wander over to the papers over by the bed where Verity is, and going through both of it together, there is a lot here. It looks like these are the papers written by Desdemonda herself.
Oh. I find any specific ones out of interest?
If you go into your journals, Verity and Loic, you will find basically what you can find from that now.
I shout over to Verity, just anything good in there, or No.
We'll see.
I'll take the book with me, by the way, Jack.
No worries.
Can I try to do an Arcana check on the room?
Yeah, go ahead.
Awful.
This is more your sister's foray, I think. You can tell that the shack is magical, but nothing beyond that.
No, that's fair. I'm a bit creeped out by the end of the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I ask Verity if she wants to read it.
Okay, bear with me just a moment. Right, go ahead.
Go ahead, ask her if she wants to read it.
Go ahead and read it out.
Do you want me to read the entire book?
Bella or Arri, it's up to you guys.
Okay, I'll read the book.
Oh,
Okay for me to read it, Belle?
Sorry, that's what you said that you just wanted to do, right? You wanted to read it out loud, right?
No, I said I wanted Verity to read it, but to be fair, I don't want everyone to read it anyway.
Oh, okay.
Are you guys okay for me to read it, or do you want me to post it in the group chat so you can read it?
Post in the group chat.
You can say if you want you've been reading it for this time. While we're
Tell you what, I'll read it out. I'll read it out for everyone, and then I'll put it into everyone's inventory so they can read it. So,
Okay.
M.L. Fortis's journal, Part 4. A copy of the journal belonging to M.L. Fortis. Looks like the pages have been disturbed recently. 13th day of the 11th month. We've been staying in Greenfold village for a while. It's a nice place if a little guarded. I'm not surprised though. Being the birthplace of Grace has been a sore spot on their history. If we're successful though, we'll strip them of that spot and restore their pride and honour. Talion and Miriam have spent a few days going over that control crystal or whatever it is. It's good to see Talion taking an interest into something other than swordplay. George and Cassandra have been trying to convince that Mayor Korgrin to let us see Grace's house. He has so far refused. Hud suggests we bash the front door down, but Nimbles and I talked him down. We don't want to upset anyone here if we can help it. The air in Greenfold is eerie, like there's a presence here always, watching us. The village folk don't seem to notice. Maybe it's because we're outsiders, but the church gives me the willies. I think I'll carve a wooden axe figurine for tea and head to bed. 15th day of the 11th month. Got a lot to write about today. We were getting nowhere with the mayor, so Nimble snuck into the shack and let us in. The interior was pristine. Hud spilled his ale, and when we looked away for a moment, the stain had gone. Miriam and Cassandra both agreed there is a heavy magical presence in this room, the kind which we don't understand. Could it be that Grace was proficient in the arcane arts as well as the martial? We scoured through her things. Lots of trinkets, old clothes, a few portraits of family. Looks like Grace was an only child between a human and a halfling. No mentions of names. Her journals consist of a young girl dreaming of being a hero. Her father wanted her to be a hunter like him, but she wanted to see the capital and go on adventures. Very romantic stuff. Her last entry was essentially a sorry note to her family, saying she was running away to join the knights and serve King Raziel. There was no indication that she came back here in her house, but we do have evidence she came back to Greenfold. It was then that we found the key that Nimbles recognized as the way into a locked portion of the church. Talion asked why he knew that, and we laughed when Nimbles said it was because he tried to break into that area literally the first night we arrived. So we stowed away to the church and found this locked door. Behind it was a magical incantation with the signature weaving of Cain. Miriam undid the spell when we ventured down into some kind of shrine. It was incredible. We found the fabled Glyph of Grace. It was wedged into some kind of altar pedestal that was weeping with necrotic energy. We have spent all night down here and have been able to determine that this was a crack plain our realms. A place where the horrific extraplanar demon lords could find their way into the material realm. I briefly remember my mother told me, before she went to war, that Talia had discovered something fitting that description,
and that inevitably called forth Argoneth, began the war. This particular breach was closed. Grace herself must have wedged her weapon forth to seal it. We dare not interact with it. I think it will take a being of incredible power to remove that glaive. Astounding to think that Grace was so powerful that she could hold back the infinite powers of the void with nothing more than a strike of her weapon. She would not have parted with this weapon, nor exert the incredible force of will necessary to close this portal if she was not focused on saving the people of Greenfold from the energies that lie beyond. If she was so evil, she would have let it stay open, would she not? Gods help us if this portal was ever open. 16th day of the 11th month. We're heading off to Meltokio next. The law there is as old as the customs, and such dedication to discipline would have interested Eleanor. I'm going to leave this inside Grace's house. I know nobody will ever go inside. I like the idea of letting Grace's spirit know that we know the truth, and we leave a part of us behind to honor her. Talion was staring at the breach and holding the crystal for what was probably an hour before we found him. He asked us if we heard something. He seemed to lose all memory of what he had said and what he had done when we questioned him. We agreed to look out for him. He doesn't want to hold the crystal again. Written, large words with frantic handwriting different from the author. I see you, scribbling, writing, praying. Freedom awaits.
Well, that doesn't seem ominous at all.
Me out.
No, that seems fine. I say we charge through and take Grace's glaive out immediately and see what happens.
I got a feeling the glaive might already be out.
I get that feeling.
But either way, I want to find this glaive.
That journal is now in all of your journals. That is now in all of your journals.
Question. The way that they were talking about the enchantment on this room, like, is it some form of prestidigitation that's just super strong? Like it's cleaning up shit?
If you had to put a super guess on it, it was if prestidigitation was cast with a 9th level spell slot.
Okay. Is there any way I can try and connect to the spell and see if I can connect to the magic of I don't know, it sounds stupid. Don't worry.
Yeah, go ahead and make a charisma check, because that's your governing spell force. So you spend a few moments, and you do feel the energies around you. You let them pass through you, and your mind, your core essence connects with the energies around. And what is it what would you like to try and find out?
Well, like with prestidigitation, you can do more things. Like you can summon, like, small handheld objects. I want to see if there's anything that I can try summoning for that would have been bigger, hidden in this room or something like that. I don't know. Like, I don't know what the...
Go ahead and make an Arcana check, please.
It's so stupid.
With advantage, because you have connected successfully to the shack. Fucking hell.
I'm just fucking up on these Arcana rolls, man.
Be like rubbing her on the back and just like
you get the feeling that the shack has tried to tell you its secrets, but the connection is not strong enough.
What if I go over and hold her hand? Can she try again? Because I've got a connection to the shack. I'm just shit at magic.
All right. Go ahead and make one final charisma check, please. Just purely because Arri is helping you. A few moments pass, and you feel as if you might not have that connection anymore. And then suddenly your attention is shifted over to the racks over here, where there appears to be some
old maps and hunting paths of scrolls. Something in there is rattling.
I go and get it.
You pick it up, and it appears to be a spell scroll, hidden very at the bottom of it all. It's a level 5 spell scroll of Rari's telepathic bond.
Does anyone know what that does?
Nope.
Rari's telepathic bond?
Rari's telepathic bond is essentially a means for a group of up to 8 individuals to maintain in constant contact with each other.
We're a group of up to 8 individuals.
Indefinitely or for a certain amount of time?
Is it a ritual spell or not?
I don't know.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Where is it?
That's pretty useful.
Yep, it is a ritual. It can either be cast as one action or as a 10-minute ritual. It's 5th level. You can't cast it at your current level. You can use the spells. You can use the spell scroll and use it at this point, or you can copy it down into your ritual book, and then wait until you can cast 5th level spells before you can use it.
I mean, this could be handy for now, or like keep it and then use it repeatedly for later.
I mean, I don't know how D&D works, but in my head, you could copy down a scroll and then still read the scroll.
Once you copy the scroll, like the magic.
The magic.
Scrolls, like,
Once you, the magic comes
well,
out. You can't use it. Once you use the scroll itself is disintegrated.
I would then be up for leaving this for later. This sounds like something that would be much more useful later on, when we can continuously cast it rather than the one-off now, and blah blah. That's my personal opinion. But I know nothing about magic. I'm a lowly street rat.
Loic and Verity, are you going to be sharing your findings of Desdemonda's notes with the party?
I was actually just reading that. It charts kind of like the initiative from Desdemona to usurp the village. But at the end, it talks to them sacrificing someone's soul to what I can only assume is some sort of a cult of the old one.
And as we all know, all cults are fucking bad, right, Loic?
I fucking agree with that, dude. This shit is whack.
Okay, so her notes are now in everyone's journals. And for the sake of
how to try and overtake a city, but
for the sake of the viewers, does anyone mind if I just read it out for them? If we do have any viewers in the future. So, Desdemonda's notes. A collection of archaic handwritten notes that goes into detail about planar travel and rifts in the material realm. Other subjects include raising and controlling undead, the process of converting the living into ghasts. Most of the diagrams and incantations are of a language that seems completely alien to you. Another section details Desdemonda's findings on grace, and something sticks out to you in common handwriting.
11 days. 11 sucking days. I've had to deal with pig shit and bearded farmers who haven't fucked a non-goat in decades. But it's finally done. Steps to follow are as such. Raise the undead. Kill as many villagers as possible, starting with the brothel. Fewer alive, less resistance. Grace screwed up by never telling the crown about this shrine. No guards or knights will be coming around this backwater anytime soon. Get Tobias to plant the hearts, just in case my focus is drawn away from control during the ritual. And the worst happens, and we need to make a quick escape. Commence ritual. Should take several days. Luckily, I've got a healer rises with me. Ritual is complete. Tobias and I can withdraw that bloody glaive. Call forth the master, have our wishes granted, and destroy that bitch forever. I know Tobias can't hold that form for much longer. It's been a long road. Our vengeance will be granted, and a new age for the old one will begin. I can't wait to see her face when we call her from beyond, just to feed her soul to Master.
Oh.
I wonder what form Tobias has been taking out.
I was going to say, can I make the connection with Tobias at this point?
Yeah.
You could certainly assume as such.
Would I make the assumption that Tobias is the Revenant?
I'd make that
Certainly
assumption as well. And the fact that it's been a long road means that I may not get harassed. That's what I should probably tell everyone else that I'm kind of the second target for the Revenant, shouldn't I?
You what?
You were there.
Hey.
I know.
Loic.
Yeah.
Can you make a perception check, please?
Sure.
Oh,
Oh god.
heavy. Oh, hi.
There's somebody standing at the front door.
What?
Oh, what do they look like?
They have grey-skinned and black hair. They are it's staring out of the open door towards the church.
Is it in the building?
Yes, it's in the building.
Is it watching you?
Right, that's who it is.
I'm gonna go up to the figure, look over to the church.
Too many grey-skinned individuals, okay?
Yeah.
There's a lot of gray skin
This
going around.
individual does not look at you, Loic, but you hear a familiar voice creep into your mind. Something is about to happen.
Oh shit.
This world is doomed.
But what is your bidding,
Argonef.
liege?
Argonef failed. Argonef may have a chance again, but he won't have time. The old one is coming. I task you to stop him.
What is this being
else.
to you?
This being is one that I wish never to meet. It's his. Of all the creatures that spread itself across the void, the unknown regions of the multiverse, the Old One is by far the most feared and dangerous of them all.
How can we stop it?
Kill the caster before the ritual is complete. I don't think you have much time.
I'll certainly try my best. Alright, we gotta go, guys.
I can't go into that church with you. My presence is best left hidden from the others. If I go near that place, they might see me. This is my bidding.
And
Go
it shall be
forth,
done.
and you shall be rewarded. And with that, you blink, and he's gone. The rest of you just watch Loic go over to the door and seem to have a conversation with himself.
Well, while
We're used to that at this point.
at the door, I'm going to say, just to let you know, he kind of barged in when I was asleep last night.
Bella's just gonna be like, he's so weird.
He's really worrying me.
I mean, maybe he's just got a crush on you, to be fair. You just storm into your room at night.
We gotta go to the church. We gotta find out whoever's casting this ritual, and we gotta stop them.
I mean,
right
that was
now?
never really in question.
I mean, maybe for you guys, but for me, it was always kind of like, will he, won't he? Now I'm in.
I mean, I'm kind of thinking that if your personal beliefs led you to believe we might not be going to this church to kill the person there, your personal beliefs are fucked. I'm just saying, because that was always our goal.
I mean,
Quite openly and vocally, that's always been our goal.
it is what it is. I'm on your side now, so like, is how I got there of a concern?
Now you're on our side. I think maybe we should talk about this another time when there's not the end of the world just going on in a church next door.
Or just
And Loic is in large amounts of restraints.
we don't need to talk about it ever. Time to go.
So Loic heads outside.
I don't
Rest
have
of you?
enough health for this. We need a rest.
You guys have finished your long rest. This has happened at the end of the long rest.
Oh yeah, I won't.
It was a long rest.
It was a long rest.
No.
Okay, I thought you said a long rest then.
I got sick.
I was excited enough about a short rest, but that's because I don't have spells.
If this was a long rest, you'd already be dead.
Oh, I don't remember.
That's what you think. We're hardcore.
23, I think.
I healed you for.
And then I took a health potion.
It was my 2d8.
So you healed me for 6, and then I got.
There was 6. You took a health potion, and I used Cure Wounds.
Yeah.
Which was.
Like 12.
13. 13 you healed for.
Okay. So. 6. 13.
So it was your 6, your 9, your 13. Oh, this.
Okay.
Okay. So. Is there anything else you guys want to do in the shack, or do you want to head off?
I'm just gonna
We've learned what we're going to learn. Kind of pressed for time. We can always try and come back.
So, you guys make your way outside, looking at the church, and you momentarily pause, for you see Loic, Lorabeth, and Raphael. They are standing still, and they are looking at something. You look in the same general direction they have, and the church is beginning to glow green as centralized grey clouds are forming over it. And at that time, you'll feel in the ground around you a small vibration that it shifts your hair with the intensity of it. Some of you sort of even wobble a little, and then it stops after about 10 seconds. You don't know what's happening, but you know it's not good. And that's where we'll stop it tonight, guys.